I want my snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kid went down, 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 down. He's the prize. He's the prize in my eyes. He's the prize. He's the prize in my eyes. I'ma keep it low. I'ma keep it low. I know that it's real. Baby, stay still. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kid went down, 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 down. All I want is my snacky snack. Took his ass to a cheap ass restaurant, like the motherfucking busy bag. Yeah. We talked, it got a little freaky, and he went down. Down, 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 my snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. It went down, 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 down. I want my snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kid went down, 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 down. He's the prize. He's the prize in my eyes. He's the prize. He's the prize in my eyes. I'ma keep it low. I'ma keep it low. I know that it's real. Baby, stay still. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks, snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kid went down, 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 down. All I want is my snacky snack. Took his ass to a cheap ass restaurant, like the motherfucking busy bear. Yeah. We talk. I got a little freaky, and he went down, 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 down. My snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks, snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kid want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kid went down, 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 down.
Welcome, everybody. This is D Darrell with D Darrell, the Rebirth Live, and also I am broadcasting from the D Darrell Sector channel. Appreciate everybody for coming in today. I made a decision to go live today to kind of talk about the response, the social media response to Umar Johnson. I think this particular topic is necessary. I have been in different sectors today, and I've been able to get a hold to a lot of different responses as it relates to Umar and his. Oh, they're saying it's no sound. Give me 1 second, guys. Testing, testing, testing. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me now, press one if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, good. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to adjust some things. But again, guys, I appreciate you all for being here today. Again, this is D Darrell broadcasting from the D Darrell sector and also broadcasting from D Darrell Live. We are going to talk today about the social media response to Umar Johnson and his daughter. I've been in a lot of different sectors throughout the day. Shout out to the black sector. Shout out to the pro-black sector. Shout out to the manosphere adjacent sectors. I see my people in the house. Shout out to the Umar Johnson sector. And I'm going to drop the link, and we're going to talk about, because this is the second show. I did a previous show where we focused on this particular situation. And I was looking for some of the more stunt supporters, even though only like one came out. And those that typically support Umar with me in the past. I've also been on We Unlock's channel, chopping it up with We Unlock. Also, guys, I want you all to know that I have been in communication with Umar Johnson's father. And he ain't really trying to hear anything right now. So this shit is interesting, man. But before I get going, man, let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Femi. Now she changed the name to Voices Unbothered. Shout out to the Godmother T. Pre. Shout out to RZA Lyricist. Appreciate you all for coming in. Shout out to That's My Bike Punch 89 saying, go Shay Shay, go Shay Shay. Shout out to Miss Thanks. Appreciate your commentary on the last live stream. What's up, Be More Legend? See what else? Damn, my opinion is in the house. What's going on, Shatera? It's been a while since I've seen you. Also, West Bank VDA, what's up? My girl China White. What's going on, China? She say I'm happy that you're back live. Yeah, I don't go live that much on this channel, but I've been back doing a few things here and there. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through. I got people from several sectors in here, and that's what I like when I stream from both channels. I'm hoping to create topics that resonates with multiple channels. So, Femi said they kept getting my channels deleted, so I had to change it to something different for now. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. West Bank VDA saying you speaking on the show where the panel jumped recognized. Nah, recognized game jumped himself. He jumped himself, man, because number one, he came in there disrespecting my show, coming up, talking crazy. And he not even an Umar Johnson supporter like that. And all of a sudden, you want to start speaking on rhetoric, but because all of a sudden you had child support issues, you want to start speaking like this nigga was talking real crazy. He was trying to, and this is not the first time we Recognized Game has done this. And look, I let everybody speak. I give people a chance to get their shit off. But this nigga was up in there half-ass drunk. I don't know what the hell was going on. And this is the first time I've ever heard Recognized Game be in the defense of Umar Johnson. And for those in the sector that know Recognize, and Recognize also been in the manosphere a little bit too, man, Recognize has never taken, when they come to Umar Johnson, anything, he's taking the opposite side. And this is the first time ever that I have heard Recognize all. And so, shout out to May here too. So it is funny how we are making this a gender war related issue. That's what I'm tripping on. And I'm gonna show some stuff on Aunt T. I'm gonna show some stuff on Captain Tazariak and talking crazy. Tommy Sotomayor talking crazy. TikTok responses. It's crazy. Now I did the same thing the other day. I showed various responses. Now we got a response where this fool didn't even call. This Negro did not call his daughter. This nigga actually gonna send her a message talking about, let's get together, you and your mother, and we can come to the truth. He didn't have the fucking sense to call his goddamn daughter up that he ain't speaking for ages. A simple, hey, how you goddamn doing? This nigga gonna send a formal ass fucking text message or message saying we need to get together and talk about this. I'm looking at this nigga like, are you losing your fucking mind, Umar? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nigga, this is the time. You don't need the mother around for anything. This woman, 22 years old. You don't need her mother? For what? So y'all can start arguing about the marriage that could have happened and the fact you wasn't there for most of her life? What the hell is wrong with you? That's right, Shatera. Exactly. He shouldn't be going back and forth with a 22-year-old woman. He shouldn't. And Miss T. Yeah, he hasn't needed the mother for the past 4 years. She 18. She over 18. It's irrelevant. You can speak and show the quote unquote white man paperwork all the fuck you want. The reason why he arguing with him because he don't have a relationship. That's the reason. The reason why he is arguing is because he don't have a relationship. I know I don't argue with my 23-year-old daughter. And I got a 27-year-old daughter. I wish they would argue with me over what? Especially as it relates to anything financial. I give my kids my opinion. As adults, they can take it or fucking leave it. As adults, give them guidance. They can take it or leave it because they're at the age now. All my kids are grown. They can take it or leave it. But whatever the results of their decisions, they have to take responsibility for that. But this young woman cannot take the responsibility of the fact that you have not bent over backwards to contact her and to be in her life. And that to me is the problem. Regardless of what the mother has done. And I'm pretty sure the mother may have done some things. And rightfully so, because you wasn't seeing her. So what woman in their right mind gonna let you, even if you're the father or not, have unsupervised visits with a child you don't even fucking know? Who the hell, like, you ain't see the father in 15 fucking years, and all of a sudden you come popping up one day, well, let me go take my daughter out for ice cream. That nigga, like, really? Who doing that? Oh, see, I knew this was gonna come up. I knew this shit was gonna come up. West Bank BDA saying, Dita, is it true the daughter is requesting 10K for an interview? Now, see, I knew people. See, I knew this was gonna come up. To my knowledge, it is not $10,000. I don't know what the number is, but I know she's doing paid interviews. I expected her to do a matter of fact. I'm trying to hit her up right now to do an interview myself, but I ain't paying no goddamn $10,000. Don't y'all know right now? According to a friend of mine in the Manosphere adjacent sectors that actually did an Umar interview last year, I think, or the year before last, Umar charged him $500 for an interview. So I think right now the going rate for Umar Johnson is $500 for a YouTube interview. Nobody in their right fucking mind is paying no 10K to do no goddamn interview on YouTube. I know this is a hot topic, but in order for you to substantiate that it's worth it, you got to be making about $30,000 to $40,000 off that fucking show to pay somebody $10,000. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she would not be that foolish to think someone is going to pay you $10,000. Like, stop. Man, please. Oh, yeah, I don't know whether or not, at least a mama didn't raise me. I can get it, you getting paid, but if you think you getting paid some goddamn $10,000, that's ridiculous. I know for me, I'm willing to pay anywhere between $500, maybe $1,000. I'm not going past $1,000. I am interested, and I hope that I can reach her to do an interview. But I'm not going over $1,000, and $1,000 is pushing it. Because to be honest with you, prior to this, I wouldn't pay $1,000 to interview Umar. I mean, it has to make financial sense. Now, I'm not in this for financial means. This is the Umar Johnson sector. However, it would definitely be sector history. It'd definitely be sector classic. But nah, $10,000, you losing your mind. West Bank say, honestly, I don't put nothing past Umar. 10K make me wonder if Umar and his daughter running plays. Somebody else stated that too in other sectors. There are people coming up with all types of you know, plays that could be made. This is Umar's way of introducing his daughter into the sector, into Black YouTube to make her career. They saying that this is all a play between the mom, Umar, and his daughter. This is another way that they can make streams of income. This is another hustle. I wouldn't put nothing past anybody, but I don't think this is the case, because if that's the case, Umar's stupid for this, because this actually hurts his brand. This hurts his brand. This hurts his brand more than anything he's ever done. What's up, DBZ Nation? But I doubt it. I agree with you, T-Pre. I doubt not this, not something that makes him look this bad. And the fact that he has been acting out emotional. Catch up on shots. That don't even make sense. I'm sorry, you're not gonna make that much to catch up on child support, man. Please. Now we just running away with our imagination. We are really running away with our imaginations. We definitely running away with our imagination. There's no way in hell. But I understand what you're saying, and I get it. But I went on We Unlock last night, guys. Again. Man, look, We Unlock, man. Man, look, man. That's my boy and all, but We Unlock. You gonna have to stop, man. We Unlock Nation, and he texted me today in disbelief. I had to, deal with We Unlock today. Brother Jamal act like he don't want to talk about this shit. Look, man. I made it safe for people to talk about Umar Johnson on YouTube. Before me, nobody wanted to talk positive about and support Umar Johnson. Now I'm just asking all these Negroes that bend over the backwards for Umar, where the hell are you? What's up, Nick Ray? Y'all niggas know me. Y'all hit me up anytime. We praying for We Unlock. Look, man, We Unlock. Man, look, guys. I almost thought about, man. Look, we actually did talk, man. But We Unlock right now. Look, nigga. I'm gonna show y'all last night, man. I'm trying to talk shit. Look, man, people up here with all these different theories, conspiracy theories. I was a loyal Umar Johnson supporter. Carrie Ann say it was AI. Y'all fucking kidding me. Y'all niggas losing y'all mind. Look, man. And I'm gonna say this because a very close friend of mine, told me, because I explained to them that I knew of this stuff. I've been knew about the issues with Umar and his baby mothers and the kids. I've been knew this. I've known this since 2020. Now, to what degree? I'm not gonna go into what degree, but I knew that he had issues. And according to the family members I spoke to, it was like both of their fault. It was Umar issues, and the mothers were not cooperating for whatever that may mean. Now, again, this is coming from a family member. I didn't cover those issues because those issues were information was given to me offline. And as a supporter of his, I chose not to dive into Umar Johnson's personal business. That was my decision. Now my decision doesn't mean that everybody else had to do the same. Okay. Okay. So that was my decision. My decision was not to cover it because I didn't want to go into his personal business. I only had limited information, but I knew that Umar Johnson was not doing all that he could to take care of his children. I've been knowing this for at least 5 years. Here we go with the struggle streaming shit. Come on. See, yes, he did all of that. We get it. I get all of that conscious energy. Again, he don't have a relationship with her. So if you don't have a relationship with her, you don't call her, you text her that we need to meet Mama Smurth and daughter Smurth, and let's look at the white man paperwork and let me explain. You feared this was going to happen where you wasn't proactive. If you feared that this was going to happen, to me, this is the most damaging thing that ever happened to you. Not only for the sake of the school and fuck your social media persona, I'm talking about you as a man. Oh Lord, here go the monkey man. I saw that little bullshit ass live you did. Peace, you were trying to act like Umar too. Remember, I got the receipts. I don't have to act like Umar. I'm the motherfucking godfather, nigga. Kiss the ring. You know what it is. Nigga, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be relevant, KKC. Stop it. Stop it. Matter of fact, KKC, I will be dropping a link. And why don't you come one-on-one against the godfather and speak? Speak your piece. See, I ain't like y'all Negroes on the other side. See, I welcome. This sector was started on D-Darrell bridging both sides together. See, I ain't like the other people speaking on one side, but and not giving them a fast share to come on your platform and respectfully and have dialogue. See, I brought that to the sector was created on me doing that. Before that, all you had was a group of over the hill degenerates who are obsessive, delusional, had mental illness, allegedly. They were socially awkward, dusty, out of their mind people doing content. And then finally someone come with sense and trying to understand what the hell y'all lost y'all goddamn mind and start doxing and doing all this other crazy ass shit, looking up information and mad that people have a disagreement. Hambal Muhammad say, how come an alleged psychologist could not work out his own personal issues? I actually talked about that on We Unlock's channel, and I will give rise to that. First of all, Umar Johnson is not a clinical psychologist. A certified school psychologist is not necessarily defined as a clinical psychologist unless he has a license. As a clinical psychologist, you must be under the jurisdiction of a licensing board, not a certification. There are limitations that a certified school psychologist has to operate under that a school psychologist have the liberty to engage in. Therefore, by the real definition, he is not a psychologist. Because a true psychologist is not limited to only working in educational environments or the school system. A true psychologist can work in any industry. that is applicable to his skill set. And that's just the facts. So now the whole issue is about the white man paperwork. I'm not interested in the white man paperwork. I'm not interested in the white man paperwork. And you know why I'm not interested in the white man paperwork? Because the white man paperwork is irrelevant to the fact that you were not in your child's life. So now you want to hold on to the white man's paperwork instead of when this shit was going on, that was the time to use the white man's paperwork so that you can have access to your children. It's too late. The child is fucking 22. This lady has no children. Beautiful young lady, articulate young lady. And they also said she's engaged to get married, which this nigga ain't walking her down the aisle. The stepdad is. Carrie Ann said, was Umar Johnson wrong for wanting him to marry her and raise their children in a family anyway? You mean for not wanting to marry her and raise their children in a family anyway? Yes, he was wrong for that. He was. According to his explanation for why he didn't marry her, once you have children for somebody, fuck dating, Carrie. It's no more dating when you got children. It's responsibilities where the child is at the forefront of the relationship. You don't have children and talk about we continuing to date. You're a family. See, this is the problem with Western mindset towards marriage. See, everything is based too much on feelings and love instead of roles and obligations and looking out for the best interest and the well-being of other people that are connected to you. If she was good enough to have sex with, she was good enough to marry. And this is something that I tell my son. If my son came to me right now, I have a son that's 19 years old. Okay? If my son told me today, he'll be 20 this year. And I'm not telling y'all, I'm not like Umar. I got my receipts for my shit. If my son came to me today and told me he got a woman pregnant, number one, I'm going to talk to him about what's your plan for this woman and your child. I'm not coming to my son with, well, just make sure you be a good father and y'all can just work it out, or you just go your separate way and stop messing with her and go deal with another woman, only to go get another woman pregnant. Because that's exactly what Umar did. No, the baby mama was not wrong. Oh, she said I meant was the baby. No, the baby mother was not wrong. She was in her right to want to get married. That's the reason why she had sex with you. That's the reason why she decided to have the child for you, because she, in her mind, was wanting a family. The second baby mother wanted a family. You think these women just want to have babies for no fucking reason? These women thought highly enough for you to, number one, enter their body naked. And if they did get pregnant, they wanted to be with you long term. This is a nothing burger. So don't come here acting like you didn't know that they wanted. Yes, those women wanted to marry your ass. But your dirty dick ass, pumping and dumping. Well, let's talk about my political stance. And man, listen, we got to get on the fact of what's up, Nut Squirrels on. He said, "Bro, brothers chat, man. I got my day ones up in here, man. My day ones are in here. That's what I'm talking about, the Broke Brothers chat room. Listen, you get one woman pregnant, and no telling who else this Negro then got pregnant. We don't know. We don't know what type of, if he got other women pregnant and had abortions. We don't know. We don't know how many women Umar passed his seed along to, and we don't know. But you know what's going to happen? Because we've already had women who've come out against Umar, and there's going to be more women to come. There will be more women that are going to come out and talk about their displeasure with Umar Johnson. See, all them women you pumping and dumping in every city. You're going to Vegas. You're going to LA. You're going to Arizona. You're coming to Houston. You're going to Dallas. You're going to Austin. You're heading back to Philadelphia. Then you're going to Atlanta. All of those people now is coming back. Man, no squirrels on. Say whatever happened to Israel Bound and Diddy. And Israel Bound, I chopped it up with Israel Bound last year and the year before last. Diddy doing her thing, man. She living her life in that's minus YouTube. But that was my peeps back in. Those are the people who made me, who helped make the Diddy Rail channel what it was. Israel Bound and Diddy did help. They were major contributors. And I'm gonna be honest, man. If I had video of Diddy versus Rev G, and even Israel Bound, because both of them did not like Rev G. Man, Diddy, you thought Carrie Ann was talking crazy about Rev G? Man, Diddy single-handedly almost got my channel shut down for the shit she said about Rev G being gay. Diddy, for those that were there, you can even ask Stargate. Man, Diddy was so man, she was so killer with her mouth and her tongue. Diddy alone almost got my channel shut down for the shit she said about Rev G alone. She used the Bible, she cursed, she used every gay slur, everything you could use against a and I let her rock, because at that time I didn't give a damn. Man, Diddy, man, Rev G don't want the work that y'all don't want the work. They said, no, I carry it. I'm serious. If you would hear the shit that Diddy used to say about Rev G, man, look, Diddy, I know for a fact that night that my channel got shut down when I let Rev G up there, Diddy was the reason. I'm not going to say she was the reason, but Diddy talked so crazy about Rev G that night, that time my channel got shut down in, I want to say this was around November or October of 2019. Man, Rev G contacted before I ended that live stream. Rev G got my channel suspended. That's how bad she talked about Rev G as. Like, for real, man, she was so lethal. Oh my fucking God. Hey, matter of fact, I may need to bring that shit up to Rev G. It may be triggered. That nigga probably still got post. That nigga still got he's still suffering from that. Man, that channel was the shit. Man, if that channel was still alive right now, I have over 20,000 plus subscribers. That shit made the sector. Like, for real. But yeah, Diddy she was the shit. She was the shit. Israel Bound talked about his ass too. They had a whole debate on the Bible. And Rev lost his mind on that shit. But see, I was welcoming to these people to come on my panel. Now, you got your ass roasted. Yes, they talk shit about you. Diddy and Israel Bound were both Hebrew Israelites. And at that time, I had a very large Hebrew Israelite following on my channel. Man, I had hundreds of Hebrew Israelites that were subscribed to my channel. Yeah, it was a pro-black channel. I had a lot of people from the pro-black community, and I had I had a ton of Hebrew Israelites. Ton of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send the link, but I want to play this excerpt of Aunt T frustrated with Negroes making this into a whole gender thing, trying to blame the mother and not on Umar ass, and all these people complaining about custody rights and the laws.
We don't really take her word for shit.
No, listen. She's
I got. Oh, we got Twin in the building. Twin, you was on this call, weren't you?
Shout out to ENT.
Twin. Barely, dog. You be Borgin. We wanted, bro. That was you on this call. We thought it was you.
Yeah, it was me. I wanted to say this. That she was just mad.
Yo, you be having some crazy ass Borg, dog. We can't understand shit you be saying, bro.
Yeah, and she was mad, disrespectful. Tommy was actually agreeing with her. In the beginning of the show, she came up there talking about, oh, you clout chasing, you using my videos, and then that's where Tommy got this. It was reciprocal. You give me respect, I give you respect. It was not about no manosphere, because I'm not with no manosphere. I don't teach niggas how to get money, get chicks with money. I don't believe in giving money to chicks to get sex. I get sex for free. So I don't believe in that manosphere garbage. So at the end of the day, what I want to say is this. She came up there all loudmouth and boisterous. I know these chicks in Philly. I've been in Philly for about almost 20 years now, from New York City. And I got to tell you, the Philly chicks are some of the worst chicks on the planet. My aunt asked her yesterday in her chat, what are you looking to gain from this, right?
You said your aunt did?
Yeah, you know my aunt Tabitha, that you met her.
Yeah. The one that hit up the NYC because they had to blast, they tried to blast an NYC cop for like, was it 10 million, 100 million or some shit?
Yeah. Her videos that she's did on Instagram. Auntie, you need to follow her on
How
Instagram.
The fuck is she? Hey, twin. I'm at, all right. This is a rhetorical question. How the fuck are you on my side when I am not on the side with niggas that don't? I don't give a shit that she's up here acting an ass and being disrespectful to a bunch of people she don't know. I don't give a fuck, because the reason why she's like that is because her daddy ain't shit.
Facts. Auntie told the fucking truth. This nigga Auntie went off because he was like, I dare these niggas trying to blame the daughter. This nigga said, nigga, y'all need to focus on what this nigga was doing. Don't try to make this about the daughter. Let's go back.
Disrespectful to a bunch of people she don't know. I don't give a fuck, because the reason why she's like that is because her daddy ain't shit.
No, that ain't why I say it like that. That ain't why I say it.
Umar got the damn daughter that he raised.
No, it's a listen.
Children we fucking raised.
Hold on.
Ain't fucking shit. That nigga just on this motherfucker for years, told a bunch of people the shit they wanted to fucking hear. All right, pretended as if he was all for the community and all for black woman is God and all of this other shit. Meanwhile, this motherfucker ain't talked to his own goddamn daughter.
Well, look.
In a fucking the double decade, bro. He ain't even done that shit. So I understand why she's a disrespectful, ignorant motherfucker.
But Tommy,
just like her daddy was leaving all that all over Philly, she leaving more footprint all over y'all fucking panels. Fuck you motherfuckers in the name of Umar.
Look, let me.
That nigga said, hold on. Auntie said, fuck these motherfuckers in the name of Umar. Man, Auntie went off. I've seen Auntie go out hard before, but goddamn, let's go back a little bit. I want to go back.
Daughter.
Well, look.
In a fucking the double decade, bro. He ain't even done that shit. So I understand why she's a disrespectful, ignorant motherfucker.
But Tommy,
just like her daddy was leaving all that all over Philly, she leaving more footprint all over y'all fucking panels. Fuck you motherfuckers in the name of Umar.
Look, let me tell you what
I forgot was a fuck you from that nigga. Hey, I don't agree with it, but this is why we raise our fucking kids. So this shit
Oh, but
We don't
can
get
I tell you,
embarrassed out here, bro. We got a family name to protect. What the fuck?
Auntie, I understand what you're saying, but listen, can you at least
I'm
listen
not
to what?
arguing with you on that. Maybe she was
No,
disrespectful, bro.
but let's keep it 100. When you're not in the house, and you try to do everything right by your kids, and everything you do when you send your child back home is
This nigga up here, Jimmy Twin up here, niggas explaining his ass off about trying to make this about Umar. Everybody in the manosphere and other spaces, now they making this an argument about this was the mother's fault. This is all the mother's fault.
undone by the mother. So the thing about it is, I'm telling you from personal experience. Regardless he raised her or not, that's how these Philly women are. Like I'm telling you, I've met Philly women that have their dads in their.
Now he talking about, this nigga went on about the Philly women. Now I don't know if they got, shout out to my Philly queens, everybody from Philadelphia. I don't know who in Philly or the Philly surrounding areas. I know a few women on YouTube. This nigga basically shitted on the women in Philly. This nigga basically shit on all the women because of this shit. This nigga shitted on all the women about this, like, damn. Let's kind of go back. Here you go.
Women are. Like I'm telling you, I've met Philly women that have their dads in their life. These women in Philly, they're evil. They're evil. Once they get a hold of these no good men in Philadelphia, these men, these gangbangers, these pew pew up guys, that's who they become. Like I would literally show you. It's a girl named Coco. She came from a two-family household, and she is ratchet. She was on a reality show.
Bro, hey, twin, check this out, right? I'm not even saying they'll get like better or whatever, bro. It is what it is, bro. That shit can happen.
I understand you said, but
one thing
I'm telling you, go follow this chick. Are you on Instagram?
1 second, twin. One thing I guarantee you, Coco's not doing. She's not on the internet, dragging her daddy filth on multiple fucking platforms based on his fucking internet name. Is she doing that?
No, she's not doing that. But she is embarrassing herself.
Yeah, she's embarrassing herself.
So
that's it. So when you got to rapport with your fucking kids, they may do that.
But check this out.
They won't do, not knowingly and not deliberately, is come on this motherfucker and embarrass you.
But the thing about it is, Auntie, if I go through something with somebody and I come and disrespect you, you think it's right for me to disrespect you because of things I've went? So that's what she's doing. We can't just excuse her bad behavior.
Nah, bro. I'm not excusing it. Y'all.
This nigga trying to make this. This is the shit that's killing me. Now we want to make this. We want to make this bullshit. Now he want to make this bullshit about the daughter. What she was supposed to be doing. Like she was supposed to show decorum after being fucking fatherless for all her fucking life, and all of a sudden now she's supposed to be this respectful fucking person towards a man that she know don't give a shit about her. Rizzo said cocoa before cookies. Like, now we talking about Philly. This is where the goddamn conversation went. To this bullshit. Now it's about the Philly women are evil. This is what we doing? This is what we doing. Are you kidding me? This is what we doing.
I handle it the way you gotta handle it.
Because that's the way she came out. And
happening. Hey, this shit's only happening. This shit is only even a topic. It only even fucking matters because that nigga ain't raised his fucking daughter. That nigga ain't had no.
But you want to know what? You want to know what, Auntie? She's doing it wrong. You know why? Because she's not getting she's actually the people that's trying to give her a platform. She's literally disrespecting and I'm like, look, if they're trying to give you a platform, Auntie, you try to get on your show, she's going to curse you out. She's going to come out all loud and boisterous, like she.
Now notice he's trying to say demeaning shit about the girl. Now, the fuck what Umar doing. This is about what she's supposed to be doing as a woman that merely just wants to know where the hell her sisters are at. But now we're gonna talk about what she's supposed to be doing as a grown woman who is in disbelief that at this time in her life, she don't know who her goddamn siblings are. And she's supposed to be coming here all calm and respectful over a man that she don't know? Her sperm donor, Umar Johnson? This has been the argument. This has been the argument.
Was the show. It's like Tommy said, Tommy, if you listen to the video, Tommy said, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you a voice to expose what you just said, Auntie. That's what he was trying to get to. What you just said, the hypocrite that Umar is. He was trying to give her that. But she kept going off, like just saying on a FU rant, or like how you, and she keep doing. She's doing.
You know what? Hey, I love it, bro, because that's what happens when we don't raise our fucking kids, dog.
Facts. See that? That's what I'm saying. He was on point with this shit. This nigga was like, yeah, he deserved it. That's what happened when you don't raise your goddamn children.
She's doing it wrong. You know why? Because she's not getting the. And she's actually the people that's trying to give her a platform. She's literally disrespecting and I'm like, look, if they're trying to give you a platform, Auntie, you try to get on your show, she's going to curse you out. She's going to come out all loud and boisterous, like she runs the show. It's like Tommy said.
Number one, Tommy Sotomayor shouldn't even have a show. Just like Nala says, both of them bitch asses both do not deserve a channel. He been banned from YouTube, so he jumping on other people, opening up channels for him so he can have a platform to speak. He can't have a channel, so now he's going on other people. You know, he's supposed to be banned from YouTube. So I don't know how that works.
Said, Tommy, if you listen to the video, Tommy said, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you a voice to expose what you just said, Auntie. That's what he was trying to get to. What you just said, the hypocrite that Umar is. He was trying to give her that. But she kept going off, like just saying on a FU rant, or like how you, and she keep doing. She's doing.
You know what? Hey, I love it, bro, because that's what happens when we don't raise our fucking kids, dog. They might come on the internet and do some stupid shit, bro. Like whatever.
But the thing is, she had a mother.
So Tommy on Rumble. Okay, so he's on Rumble now. So I don't even. I think I don't know. Do anybody in here have a Rumble app? Because I don't really fuck with Rumble like that. But so I guess a lot of these ex-YouTubers that got banned, they go into Rumble to talk their shit. So I guess that's what Tommy doing right now. Kudos to him. He got a trick. So he got to make that money so he can trick off women.
That told her. So what is the excuse? All right. So what is the excuse for her mother?
She ain't mentioning her mom.
Hold
Notice that shit. She ain't mentioning her fucking mom.
Yes, she did. She cursed her mom out on Instagram. Hold on, Auntie.
What's her mom's name? Do you know what her mom's name is? Pull up her mom's social media.
No. Her mom is. She's on the social. Go to her Instagram. Do you know her Instagram yet,
bro?
Auntie, how can I see you on Instagram, Auntie?
Ass in the name of her fucking missing ass father. 20-something
years. Can I send you her Instagram?
Psychologist, but doesn't even fucking take the time in 20 years to even check on the mental state of his own fucking daughter. What up, D. Durrell? Yo,
Auntie. Can I see you on Instagram, Auntie? Can I send it to you?
I'm not arguing with you, bro. She was
but I want you to see her disrespecting her own mom. Her own mom. She was.
Now this nigga want to bring up everything he claimed. And shout out to NT, man. I cashed after him. He shut out my name and everything. I'm using the content. Shout out to the player. And Mahogany was up there. Shout out to Mahogany. Mahogany gave her stance, and I'm gonna get to Mahogany. She up in there. Shout out to the queen. But this nigga, like, they trying to blame the mother and blame the daughter.
Disrespected her own mom on live stream. That's why.
Greetings, honey. I haven't said too much about it because I think it speaks for itself. But I mean, I don't know. I was at one point a huge I wouldn't say supporter, but well, yeah, I was. I spent a little funds, but a follower of Dr. Umar, and then the school, like it's just been forever. So I wanted to say that I just think. Let me just say this. I've had my own experience with actually idolizing somebody on YouTube, and then you meet them and they're nothing like what you thought they were. They're nothing like who they portrayed themselves to be. Like I always say, people on YouTube are just people. They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. And, some of them just happen to have a larger following, but you really got to watch people and see. I mean, I'm going to try and be quick because I got to take my son to work. I think it's sad that I think there's a little bit of both fault. Far as her, no, she shouldn't have done it this way. However, maybe it's the only way she could have gotten in touch with him. Maybe she's been trying and she hasn't been able to. Far as him, it's sad that your children have to cry out to you this way to get your attention, that you're so involved with social media and you're not giving your children personal attention. That's sad. You're not in your, if it's true that you're not in your child's life, that's very sad. But it seems like, I mean, I'm honestly, y'all, not following it because it's just, I've been in this situation where I literally met somebody that was taking up funds, pretending to be a Hebrew Israelite, all this and that, and he was a complete scam, complete deadbeat, wasn't taking care of any of his kids. So I'm not saying that that's this situation, but it would not surprise me if that is the situation. People pretend to be things they're not on social media all the time. We don't know these people. That's all I want to say.
And that's all. I'm saying the same thing. But at the same time, I'm like, let's just call a spade a spade. I don't even want. I'm like, at this point, everything else is like bullshit. It doesn't matter what happens from here. The damage is already done. All that motherfucker's entire shit is just falling on itself. Now, does he have some cool shit? What he says and all of that? Of course he does. Most fucking con men will. That's how it works.
Let's stop there. I'm gonna take this. So I just wanted to just to start off with that, okay? Because this is the reaction. These are the sentiment of some of the people in certain spaces. They trying to put this shit on the girl. She's supposed to be responding and acting a certain way. Like, are y'all losing y'all goddamn mind? Are y'all okay? You think she thrilled that she had to go online to get her child's opinion? I mean, to get her dad's, to get her dad's attention? No. Exactly. Umar Johnson, the nation builder, can't raise a single child. That's the rhetoric. That's the sentiments that's coming around for most people. So this is me chopping it up with We on Lock. And I'm like, look, you my brother. I know you, hope you watching right now doing your thing, but come on, man. Shout out to Miss Nebraska up there, also Von Erich. Listen to this.
You don't have to necessarily like the person that actually said it. You don't have to like Umar. Not everybody likes Umar. Not everybody likes people who scream at people, right? And I get your question. I'll get to your question. I'll get to your question. I'll answer your question in a minute. But what I'm saying is,
who got a question? What question?
No, because I understand that you were saying you didn't like the fact that he said struggle streamer. Well, I didn't like the fact.
No, I was saying altogether, I didn't like how he responded to his daughter.
Right.
As a father and as an adult and as an elder.
Oh boy, this is the person that.
But I didn't have a question though.
Hold on. This is the person that knows Umar better than I do. Here he is. We gonna get juicy now.
What's up, brother?
What up, bro? Go ahead. Spell it. Spell it. Go ahead.
Brother. Listen. We go a long way. Right?
A very long way.
Right. Very long way. We gotta use common sense. We can support, but we can't be naive to the truth, man. It's nothing wrong with supporting somebody. But you just cannot just be willfully just overlooking the obvious in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, brother. There's something greatly wrong with what he is doing and how he got to this point. When we had this discussion, offline and online, I was trying to give rise to the fact that he has shown a lack of discipline when it comes to being around women. Every time this man has gotten in trouble, major situations, it was behind women. Am I being correct, or let me know if I'm saying something that's not correct?
I'm trying to. I'm calculating.
I mean, now you see this, like, now that is so fucking obvious. See, this is where we unlock, and shout out to Miss Things. I'm about to yield to you and give you the floor.
No, take your time. Take your time. I want to hear this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, nigga. Like, what is that? I'm telling we unlock. Do I have to go back to the goddamn conscious stripper? Do I got to go back to the lady that went on Tasha K? Another lady went, the lady running through the goddamn fucking aisle that fell and all this other shit. Other women coming out saying stuff about Umar. There has been at least three or more women that have said things in regards to Umar getting this, ruining his brand once again.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him like, you do know, let me well, yeah, he being dismissive, like, this is where listen. If y'all understood what I got to go through offline with this shit with people, this is like, what is wrong with y'all?
I would just hang up on them because it's no talking to these people. And, I've voiced my concern before that I think one of the really crippling things in our community is the large scale inability to hold men accountable, but this over criticism of women and their behavior and choices. And I think that this straw man argument that we're judging him for his personal life is not only false, but it's illogical. It shows a lack of critical thinking because now I don't like the way people are promiscuous in today's society, right? I think it's unhealthy, and I don't like the way the music and the culture encourages people to be like hypersexual. But no one would have a problem with Umar Johnson as a bachelor seeing different women. None of these scandals that you were just talking about were about him being especially deviant, right? It was just shocking, like the choice of women he was keeping company with. But it's not like he was having orgies or,
Right.
So this idea that doing harm onto a child by abandoning them is just his personal business. It's actually not. It affects society, and it's a form of child abuse. So
yeah, it's neglectful. And so yeah. I'm trying to understand why everybody's surprised that she mad and pissed off. That's what I'm like, nigga. She didn't have a dad that's thriving, and like she said this in her initial statements. My dad is a fake and he phony. How can you talk about building the black community, doing and I'm sitting here fatherless?
Yeah. Well,
you don't think she has a right to be angry about that? Like, what the fuck? Like, she's supposed to be there and be all nice and submissive and polite. And she looking at it, the fact that I can't even I got sisters that I don't even know. You parading around.
I wouldn't even have a problem with them holding her to the standard of being polite and courteous because people should, right? But they don't hold Umar Johnson, a grown fucking man, scholar, educated leader of the community, to that same standard. He's been so disrespectful. He's called on violence. He's called for the killing of Black men and children. So why is it that we would expect, even if she wasn't talking to somebody as vile and as unworthy of respect as Tommy Sotomayor, why would we demand that a 22-year-old whose brain hasn't even finished developing be more responsible with her rhetoric than the most requested orator in the world? Like, what are we doing?
According to him.
Right.
I don't know what metrics he going on, but okay. But I'm just appalled at these people thinking she was supposed to like we are human. Like,
Yeah.
are we not expected not that? Like, it's just like somebody, you know, it's the cognitive dissonance that they expecting this woman to portray is like, you think she's supposed to come on social media happy and calm and after you frustrated of years of not seeing your dad, and your dad, you contact your dad, he don't even know who the fuck you are, and you expecting her to be happy to go on live about that? Like, really? Like, what do we do? Like, this is ridiculous. This is a normal human reaction to being neglected. This is what this is. This is what happens when you get neglected for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Oh, you know, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be cordial. I'm not gonna show my. I'm just gonna repress my emotions that I've been repressing for years.
Well, no, I don't want to go too far with that, because I don't think she should be conducting herself like that on a stage that big. And I know that it's a normal.
I'm like, I would rather her express herself whatever way she sees fit. That's me. That's just my opinion, because she had to go through this.
Yeah.
And so I can't tell her the right or wrong way, particularly in some of these platforms that are highly disrespectful and offensive to Black women, to go in there trying. Like, I'm just saying, like, come on, Tommy Sotomayor of all people.
Yeah, why even go there? Like, what was she thinking?
Well, to me, she at this point. Oh, I'm gonna get to you, brother. Speak, but I'm gonna say at this point, she just basically, I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking, but I just think that, to me, my position is that she is just going on any major platform that she can without necessarily. I think she may need to show some more discernment in where she goes in that environment, if she's familiar with these people or not, which she may not be. But I'm not expecting her to go in there acting, being on her best behavior. I'm not. Like, I don't know why people tripping on her supposed to be acting a certain way. You know, like I'm expecting her to act just like any person that should be mad and angry that their dad is sitting here lying and portraying themselves a certain way, and you missed out on graduation, prom, my first time riding a bike, you know, the basketball, you missed out on all this shit, and you expecting me to, like, you know, well, you're the Prince of Pan-African, like, you know, really? She don't give a shit about all of this shit he portraying online.
Right.
All
well,
she knows is that,
I don't mean to make this, you know, I don't think that most men feel the way that Umar does. So when I talk about the gender aspect of this, I'm talking about the way the community gives a pass to men for bad behavior and doesn't do the same for women. And I just think it's interesting that the one man who was like, it's these women from Philly, they're all evil. So you should not
was doing that shit
to your kids. Yeah. The thing you do is you fuck them and then you leave them when they get pregnant. Am I right, fellas? Because they're evil. Anyway.
That caught me off guard when they started. That's why I posted this, because that threw me off. But let me go to Brother Speak. Go ahead, brother. What's up? Good to see you.
Hey, Darrell, how have you been?
It's been a while, man. What's up?
Yeah, it's funny to me when people have their favorites, they can do no wrong. That's what I get from this, because like who you were talking about earlier. Let one of these Mansfield dudes do the same thing. He gonna go in on them 24/7, 365. Hence, Negroes don't deserve BWs.
Yep.
But it's Umar all of a sudden, oh, well, we got to be understanding. We can't, it's not in our business. Yes, the hell it is. If you're trying to preach to me a lifestyle, you better be living that lifestyle. That's one thing I've always said. I don't play with God. You know, there's a reason for that. There's a lifestyle you supposed to live and you supposed to exude. And if you don't exude that, you ruin people. You ruin people to God. That's why I like, no, I don't play with God. I don't rep it like that. I don't do it. This is the same thing. If you're going to rep a lifestyle that black men that you've been preaching for years, black men should be doing, I need you to be following it. And if you can't follow it, why are you getting on black men? Why are you getting on Nick Cannon? Why are you getting on Cam Newton? Why are you getting on all these different dudes were doing spreading their seat? The only difference between them and you, they got the money to take care of the kids. Whether it's right or not, they got the money to take care of them. You don't. You let this girl neglected. It's just like I had a brother one time. My brother saw his daughter. His daughter treated him like garbage, and he was mad. My mom had to sit him down and say, "Hey, bro, you wasn't there when she was born. You wasn't there till she was 6, and all of a sudden you here now. Now you want respect as a father? That's not how that goes. You got to be there from day one. If you're not there from day one, she don't know you. She don't have to respect you." He tried again with another daughter. This one he ain't seen in like 20 years.
Damn.
Same situation.
Man,
She
we gotta deal with this black male neglect of their children, man. This shit is
Yeah.
this shit been going on for the last 50 years, man. And we gotta get a hold of this shit. This is ridiculous.
and they want respect because the Bible. No, bro, did you read the Bible? Both parts of the Bible. The Bible, yes. You're supposed to honor your mother and father. Yes, that's true. There's another part in that. You're not supposed to anger your kids. And if you're not there taking care of them, what you think they're gonna have for you? Respect? Love? Admiration? No, they're gonna hate you. Especially when there's really no excuse for you not to be there. You have every opportunity to be there and you choose not to. That is your that. So now again, I understand why she's going to these different places because she's trying to get the views. Just like everybody else, they go to the Tommy, they go to the one because people watch them. It's it's not right, but it is what it is. But didn't Umar go to these different platforms to spread his stuff?
Yes, he did.
So I'm like,
But
what's the
she's
problem? What's the
ready
difference?
for it. Tommy Sotomayor put her in a bag. Like she's not on that level to handle a Tommy Sotomayor. Is all I'm saying. She wasn't ready for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Somebody need to be. Hey, sis, come here.
Yeah.
Now you can't handle somebody like him.
Right. Not yet.
Because
right.
no, you're not in the mindset to handle a Tommy. Because
she went
as
to the
crazy
final
as Tommy,
boss, right? She was like, "I'm gonna just skip to level 10."
Exactly.
Yeah, with a Tommy is intelligent. Yeah, he crashes out, but he can be intelligent, and he will make you look like a fool at times. I've seen him do that to people. So it's like, somebody need to be pulling it aside and say, hey, listen, I know what you're trying to do, but hey, don't go over here. You're not ready for that.
Can I just
You're not ready
piggyback
for
on
that,
one of
Scott.
your earlier points? I'm sorry. I missed things. Who are you, sir?
Brother Speak.
Hey, Brother Speak. I just wanted to add in, I worked with teenagers for a number of years, and I totally agree with what you said about how if you're not there for your child, they'll sometimes be disrespectful and reject you. But I just wanted to add also that even when you're a great parent, teenagers and children do that. And that's one of the reasons why it's so important to be present because, I have wonderful parents, but there were times when I was ungrateful, I was surly, I was disrespectful, I had to be reined in. And it was also times where I was disrespectful and rude to my parents because I was upset about something I didn't know how to talk about. And that's the thing about a father being present is, you know, a father, a mother is supposed to be able to look past the fact that you're being ungrateful or disrespectful and try to figure out what's going on and get you to talk to them. So I just wanted to add that out there, that children by their nature, I almost feel like the better a parent is, the more likely their kid is to like take them for granted because they don't know suffering. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right.
they don't even know
Yeah,
how good they have it. Yeah, they don't
yeah,
even
they
know it's
don't.
taken around other
And
people.
sometimes
Yeah, go
kids
ahead.
don't realize it's just a lack of just maturity and understanding until they get older. They realize that they made these mistakes. But the fact of the matter is that regardless of how disrespectful a child may be, but that parent was there. They could never say you wasn't there. This Negro was not there. She has no memory to say, I got this example of Umar doing this. Umar fed me, he cooked for me, he picked me up from daycare, he, picked me up from practice, or, I went to the other family, like, but see, this is where, this is why I didn't want to talk about this issue, because I knew about this issue for years. I chose not to talk about this because when I talked to an Umar family member, they gave blame to the mom, the mothers, and Umar. And I didn't think that the information that I got was objective enough for me to speak on. Number one, I looked at it as being strictly his private business, really, even though it was public. But I felt like I didn't have specifics enough to make this an issue because there were people talking about. Matter of fact, you got a person that's running around, popular YouTuber, that he can barely take care of his own 5 children. So you shouldn't be speaking on nobody kids.
Right.
You ain't worked for over 10 years.
Right.
So that's just my opinion. But I just didn't want to do that because I knew there were issues, but I didn't know the specifics. And then again, I was getting subjective information because of them being a family member. So they looking at it from a certain position. So I didn't want to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? And so, and even I don't really want to be honest with you. The only reason why I'm speaking on it now is because she has come out and made this public. And so now, Umar, you have to deal with this because you're the reason this happened. And I don't want to hear no shit about how she was supposed to act and how she's supposed to conduct herself, how she is supposed to behave, and this is not ladylike, and this is and you're supposed to no, she's not. She's doing exactly whatever the hell she feels she got to do to get her point across. Because nobody told Umar when Umar said he had 2 children that he wasn't raising. Where was the outrage on that? I didn't hear Black men telling Umar, you need to stop. You need to stay in Philly and stop traveling across the world, taking pictures with Black women and teaching and doing. Nobody told him you need to take time off, take a summer off, and take time with your children. Nobody told him that.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on what the lady said about the kids being disrespectful, even when they're good parents. I think that's a different type of. It's the kids trying to insert their identity in that sense, as opposed to, hey, you weren't even there.
Right.
That's a whole different level of disrespect.
I agree.
It's more of a rebellion. I'm trying to establish my identity away from you as the parent, and that's understandable.
Right.
That
guess
makes
my
sense.
point. Yeah, no, I agree. I guess my point was people who never raise their kids and come around them and expect all this adjuration. They don't even know that kids aren't necessarily grateful anyway because they have like a fantasy. Like they don't know. If you had raised your kids, you would know that the better you treat them, every now and then you got to pull them to the side and remind them of everything you do for them. And you know what I mean? Because a kid that come from a good home,
a lack of parenting. You thinking, oh, you're my dad. I'm supposed to hoop.
Right,
no,
that's not how it works.
Like they even though all these people have a issue with the Bible, when it's convenient, they want to follow it. It's like, and then pick and choose. Like, no, bro. If you're gonna follow it the whole way. If not, hey, don't bring that stuff up when you're trying to do a certain thing that you know you wasn't doing. It's crazy to me.
I feel you on that. What's up? This is Justin Munson. I'm sorry. What's up, Justin Munson? You say you've been in the sector, but I'm not familiar with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been since before the pandemic. Matter of fact, I was around when I guess you had the good guys, you had Speakeasy making music.
Oh, okay. So you're a sector supporter, just basically in the chat.
No, so I made videos at one point, not really, like maybe 2 or 3 about Umar. And then I regretted them though because the bald headed brother that plays the piano, I can't remember his name, but I remember I came over the Mama Say Mama Sa Mama Kusa when he was doing the thing in Philly, and then immediately I know Lennon Honor is the guy's name.
Right.
And ran with that, but yeah, I mean I'm watching because when I left the sector, you were a supporter, a huge supporter of him.
Yes, I was at one time.
Yeah, I remember. So I'm shocked to kind of hear. I mean, maybe not shocked, because I don't know what. I think any honest reading of the situation would sound like what I'm hearing from you today.
Okay. You hadn't been around for years, so I withdrew my support publicly of Umar Johnson in 2022. And
man, I gotta go back and watch these videos, man. I missed a whole lot.
Yeah, you missed a whole lot. And so it's at the point where the sector don't even talk about Umar anymore. We went on talking about ourselves now. But I withdrew my support for Umar because of his his lack of competency when operating the school and getting it up and running. And he was making a lot of business mistakes that I knew would make it nearly impossible for him to open up the school. And so I withdrew my public support and financial support because I'm not just going to throw my money away to a lost cause just because you're trying to open a school for black boys. Like, no, I'm not doing that if you can't pay taxes, you're not showing transparency. Every time he would come up saying something about the 401c3, we got to pay these taxes, we behind on this. The more he did that several times where it was at the point where I saw no reason to just throw my money away for something that's that obviously was not going to come into fruition. So I know that may be a surprise to you, but I voiced it that, and I did a whole series on Umar about the issues with him and his lack of competency as it relates to operating a school, getting it certified, the teachers, the money that's needed to operate a school like that using donations is nearly impossible. And I know a lot of educators. I have a sister that's an educator. I got tons of teachers on my mom and dad's side of the family, and they all pretty much were telling me to the extent of the operation at Umar, and some of them are familiar with Umar online, he would need at least $2 to $4 million a year.
On the low end.
And he's not raising that.
On the low end.
That's on the low end. He would need $2 to $4 million a year. And that was and so when I learned of that from true professionals that worked in private schools, they worked in public schools, they also worked in what's the other type of school that's
charter?
The charter schools and all, the charter schools and stuff like that. They've worked in all different settings. And they all said, it's not going to work thinking that you're going to get $2 to $4 million a year in donations from the black community. It's just not happening. And they also stated that every other year, how many years, can Umar go 1 year without having a scandal?
Right.
Can he go 1 year without having a scandal? So Munson, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I mean, I spent some time thinking about the way that the issue was contentious, right? And it seemed like there were brothers on one side that saw the brother being attacked and wanted to support him, and on the other side there were people who felt it was their duty to protect the black community from what they saw was a obvious con man. Like, so in thinking about the situation and, the way that the approach must be to talk about what does advocacy for Black children, especially Black boys, look like. What was lost in there was that the very public face of this movement, it being Umar, was a man who seemed to have these delusions of grandeur, right? Like he thought he was so big, and I think this plays into him not being there for his daughter. That he thought what he was doing was so big and so important that even his daughter had to be put on the back burner for the mission he believed he was accomplishing. I do think that, these delusions he had of himself, what I see in him is somebody who is completely self-absorbed. Like I do think that he wanted to build a school because he wanted to stand on the steps, beat on his chest, and say, "Look at what I've done." And I think that second to that was his concern for the Black community, but more so he wanted to carve out in his legacy the man who built the FDMG Academy. And I do think they had visions of it being this grand magnum opus type, this huge building, this monument to his success. But in doing so, though, and I know we all probably beat the proverb to death. I haven't heard it yet on the panel, but we hear that one African proverb, a child that is neglected by the village will learn it.
You sounded real. You're boring real bad.
You bugged up. I didn't understand what you said.
Bro, you're boring real bad. Could you come out and come back in? Because it's boring real bad. Give me a second.
It always start boring when somebody gets to their point.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Can you talk now? Go ahead. Are you there? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to come back because
that's the people in power.
Yeah, so I want to get to this. Okay. I'm not paying her no $3,500 or $10,000 to do an interview. That my max is $1,000.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll pay $1,000, but I'm not paying that much. But Booker T. Washington asks, if you interviewed her, Counselor Durrell, what would be one question you would ask her? The questions that I would ask, I would start off by wanting to know what was the minimal communication. Like, obviously, there was minimal communication. I would like to know, when did you start talking to Umar? How old were you? Mm-hmm. And how often did he try to send a letter, mail? What did you like? What of anything? Like, what was whether it was very sparse or not? I would like her to detail to me throughout her childhood what that communication looked like. The second thing I would want to know is, how difficult was it for you growing up in Philadelphia, where Umar is very popular?
Yes.
Hearing people talk about your dad in high regard, and you looking at him like a piece of shit. Like, I definitely want to know what that felt like. Like, that to me had to have been, to me, that's torturous.
That's what I want to know. Yeah, to me, that would be torture too.
Like you literally living in Philadelphia, and all these people. Umar is highly, popular, and all these people mentioning him in the community and saying stuff about him. He trying to do this, and whether they're talking positive or negative about, like, he is of discussion.
Yeah,
and everybody's speaking to you about a man that is your blood, your blood, but they know him better than you.
Well, you know what I would want to know, because your second question would have been my first, just like in general, what do you think is the plight of children who have absent fathers? But then, the compounding trauma of him being famous in your community, right, and admired. But I also wonder how it affected her. That her father, who, as far as we know, only has daughters, always prioritizing boys. And I wonder I don't know, but I feel like I would have wondered if he would have loved me more if I was a boy. And I wonder what that did to her.
Now, I'm glad you actually brought that up, because now I got to speak as a mental health professional on this particular situation. When you talk about the fact of he's prioritizing boys, right?
Yeah.
And he has daughters.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here now. That was one thing that if I would have ever interviewed Umar, I would have asked him as it relates to that, because even though black boys are highly likely to be the first to be misdiagnosed, black little black girls are not far behind either.
Right.
So, like, let's not act like there's this extreme disparity amongst black boys being misdiagnosed and black girls, because it's
Right.
really not. So,
Right.
statistically, it's really close. Now, do the boys act out more aggressive and they're more targeted per se in many situations? But there's still a great deal of, black girls are diagnosed with ADHD. So what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
I need to understand why. So, we need to.
Well, and when you talk about women being single mothers and the harm that a dysregulated woman can do just by having babies, like, why wouldn't that make the mental health of women a priority? And can I say, D. Durrell, too, that man who got up with that talking point that the women are evil and that's why the men can fuck them. No, but I just want to touch on the fact that why is it that the boy he mentioned that the women get that way because they fuck these gangbangers, and it's like, so why is it that when the black male becomes violent and even murderous, that would be a reason why, according to Umar, they need even more love, more attention, more support, but when it comes to the women, this is all the more reason to abandon them? Like, I can't even wrap my head around this misogynistic bullshit.
It don't even make sense. Oh, go ahead.
I don't even think it's a misogynistic thing. It's just it's like you're making excuses for these dudes abandoning their women, because at the listen, even if you think she's a whatever, okay, shouldn't be the concern of your legacy? And it seemed like to me, black men in particular, they don't care about their legacy. They don't care. So if you don't care about your legacy, you just get anybody. It's like, you don't care about your legacy. You don't care what your children are gonna have to deal with. It's like, I think it's just a lack of caring. Like, you want somebody to take care of you. It's the weirdest thing of, like, we put the women as God. So when we put them as God, now we can blame everything on her because she's God, right? That's why, like, there was a channel that I used to be on. They would do that. They would say,
So what basically what we're doing is we're doing that to hide from accountability.
exactly. You're hiding from the fact that, hey, you got to put in work. Yeah, if she's effed up, okay, well, you ain't supposed to be dealing with her. That's a simple thing. So why are you putting your legacy? This is your legacy. Your child is your legacy. Whether you with them or not, they're still your legacy. Why would you put that in the hands of a person who is quote unquote evil?
Right.
Who can't be, whose emotions are out of balance and they're not logical. Why would you put that in their hands?
Right.
And
you're
I'm
the
just saying
logical
that
one if she's evil. Yeah, isn't it? It's even more wrong of you to leave a child in the hands of wickedness. Yeah.
Right.
We just had a
why are you
woman
laying
left
down
her
with a person
kids.
like that? You shouldn't be laying down with a person.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like we just had a woman left her kids for 5 years in an apartment. I mean, was it an apartment or a house? One or two.
Townhouse.
For years. And my first thing is, where's his dad at?
Right.
Where the father of these kids at? Where is he?
Facts.
And I don't care what court you tell. You mean to tell me you can't find your kids? I'm like, damn that court. I'm gonna find my kids. Take me to jail. But we I ain't leaving my kids up in that situation. You didn't give a damn.
He didn't. And that's the black male apathy as it relates to family. The family structure, it's ridiculous, man. It's a crisis.
I really
It's been
don't think
going
that
on
a
for
lot
over
of
30
these
years.
men see women as human beings. I think they think of women as something to be fucked and something to take orders from them. And that's like the usefulness of women is how good they are for sex and how submissive they are. So I don't even know if it's like that they don't respect women. I don't even think that they register women as people.
It's both ways because, like I said, they view them as devils and gods. They don't view them as human. So if
Yeah.
you don't view them as human,
Yeah.
you're not going to treat them as such.
Right.
You're going to put all this. You're going to put all this extra praise that they probably don't deserve.
Right.
Then you're going to heap all this criticism that they
Right.
don't deserve.
I agree. It
So
goes both
it's
ways.
both sides.
Yes, it's so true. And that's why I don't like all that black girl magic and calling me chocolate and all that weird
Yeah,
shit. Like, nigga, I'm a person. Stop it.
It goes too far.
Yeah,
And every guy, a lot of these guys I seen do that, they are undercover treating these women like dirt.
I agree.
And here's the other thing about Umar and why he's focusing so much on boys. I think deep inside there is a guilt of the fact that he's messing up, and so to alleviate his guilt, that's why he's doing it. Why he's so focused on these boys. I think that's part of it. I may be wrong, but that's just how I see it at times.
I'm gonna say this as a professional. I tend to think this due to the fact that they are boys, a lot of single, and I deal with a lot of, because I understand being working in the school system, working in mental health, particularly in the school systems. You are going to get the women have more difficulty dealing with their sons because they are women. They can relate and deal with girls a lot easier. And then when it comes to the males, it's that some of them just don't know what to do. They want. There's a lot of single black mothers who have sons that want their sons to be in a positive male figure. There have been many situations where, as a therapist, you know, they're almost, and I tell the parent, I would tell the mother, I say, I cannot be his father. I can be a model to him. I can have the therapeutic relationship, but I cannot replace his dad.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I encourage him to do, like I'm here to support him, you know, do therapy once a week and other activities, but he needs to be around a positive male environment or have positive male figures involved in his life. That's something you're going to have to try to find and get him involved in. But I can't replace his dad, and I understand the frustration with that. And Umar has taken advantage of women who don't have a clue on how to handle their sons.
Yeah.
He's taking advantage of that. And so much of these women look so much to him because, like, to them, Umar's probably the only, some of these women, like, he gives the impression of being this highly intelligent, educated man, he's speaking the truth and giving them, to me, inflated hope.
Yeah.
And he takes advantage of this to get these women pants.
Yeah.
Like he never what I'm not hearing is, yes, mom, you're doing this and that, but you know you may be doing this is total praise. You can't do no wrong. That's just not how therapy goes. That's not how behavioral therapy goes in different you know, you need to look at the strengths and weaknesses. Every parent has strength. I have strengths and weaknesses as a parent. And I can learn something from somebody else, but he's not giving them some of the stern therapeutic responses that they need.
Right.
But he's telling them, you know, it's the school system fault.
Yeah.
And a lot of times of course it does be their fault. But mom, you have to do this, you have to do that. He's totally dismissive of the fact that some of these women are not fully equipped and need to learn parenting skills.
Yes.
And have to deal with the fact that they're stressed out. They're working 2 or 3 jobs. They're trying to be the mother and the father. That's a mental strain. And I think that's not covered enough in his work. That's just from my, and I've saw him speak.
He doesn't want to empower them. He doesn't give any practical advice. He doesn't he whenever he's given alleged advice that I've seen to parents, it's always to put them in an adversarial relationship with the school so that they'll remain dependent on
him. And it shouldn't be that way because every school is not functioning in a way to and I mean, I've seen a lot of bad things happen, but I'm not going to say that. And then also, what he's not understanding that all these schools are not funded the same either. Some of this stuff is happening because they just ain't got the resources, and that's a whole nother topic. But it's just, and I agree, Carrie Ann, it should not be where you come in there thinking it's me against the school, and they just want to harm my child. That is not the case in many situations. Now that does happen a lot. And I can attest to that, but it
does. But even a lot of that can be avoided by being proactive. Reaching out to the teachers, setting up a rapport, like feeling them out, like how to spot a teacher that's a predator, how to spot. Like it's nothing to help make the parents feel and be more effective.
Yeah, like he never talk about, y'all need to go to the PTA meetings. Right. You need to volunteer. You need to go to school activities. You need to have. I do think, and I see us, and I hate to be racial on this, but there's a staunch difference between when I go to a school in a suburb versus a school that's in the hood. Mm-hmm. When you see the PTA meetings, you see hundreds of people in there. And it could be men and women of all races. Mm-hmm. Go to a school in the hood, you may see 8 to 10. I've been in these meetings and things like that. And you don't see, and then you don't see any black men at all. At all.
I'm glad you said it, because if I said it, boy.
I'm just being honest. You don't see any black men. I can count on finger. And look, and I'm gonna be honest, like this is stuff that I've been listen. I'm probably one of the very few people that probably has helped more black boys than Umar.
Yeah.
And I can say that. And I say that with confidence. I know I have. But so what he's talking about is not, even though it may be foreign to people but I have worked I've been working in alternative schools, regular public schools, private schools, and I've seen the differences in every type of environment. But there are also some good teachers. Shout out to the teachers that do the work. They care about this. This is not always everybody trying to, cause harm to the kid and all this other stuff. Yeah, there are some policies that could be enhanced or, maybe rewritten. Mm-hmm. And as far as rules and regulations and the government funding that goes with kids that are getting accommodations, 504 accommodations and things like that. It is a money game. There is a money aspect to that. And I get that. But it doesn't have to be everybody's out to get your child. Because that is not, a lot of these teachers just want to teach their lesson plan to the best of their ability and hopefully get these and I hate to say this, get these kids to pass those standardized tests.
Well, and it's not just that also, and then I want to hear from the men too. I don't mean to do all the talking, but a lot of teachers, we have so many kids in our classroom that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So even a well-meaning teacher is going to give your child better services in most cases if you're able to establish a productive relationship with them. Right. So very rarely in life are people all good or all evil, but I've never seen Umar try to help, like I said before, like it's not even that everybody's abusive or this or that. Sometimes it just might be the teacher had a good interaction with you, so they're going to give your child just that much more support. So like give me something I can use, Umar, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree. Okay, Munson, you can, then I'm going to go to Seth Marie.
And I should be good from that one, I think. But I agree with like being present in the school. Like I was able to start my business, during the pandemic era, and it gave me the financial flexibility to substitute teach, and I'm doing it in the hood. So, like I encourage Black men whenever I get the opportunity to be a substitute teacher or just be in the school. Like you don't have to do it for free, but like one Friday a month, I will substitute teach, and like I will forever remember the feeling of when I'm dressed up, and at the time I'm a younger looking black male in a all black school where the teachers were mostly white, or in this case now they're white and other colors, but they're not black. And I remember the way the students reacted to me when they walked in the classroom and saw me there. So I do think that, like anytime I get the opportunity, I want to encourage black men who have that ability to at least once a month or maybe once a quarter, however you want to break it down, try to substitute teach or spend some time in the school. It absolutely makes a difference. The thing that I do recall when I was in the sector was Umar even having beef with his father, and I'm looking at now
Yes.
the entire the family dynamic that he has and how dysfunctional that seems to be. And I think all of these things seem to weigh into how he operates in the real world. Like I was saying earlier, I do think that he is so ego driven that he believes his mission is above his daughter. And I was saying that I think when I started Oregon, there was that cliche that a child that doesn't feel the love of the family will burn down the village to feel its warmth. I do see that any man, and especially Umar, you have to pay careful attention to making sure that your house is clean. Because without a doubt, like the most destruction that's going to happen is going to come from within, the things that you neglected, that you let creep out of control.
Right. I agree. What's up, Seth Marie? What's up, man?
Hey,
Good to
Rail, how
see
you
you back.
doing?
I'm
Yeah,
good,
how you
man. What's
doing?
up?
Fine. Just got in. And we had a very interesting conversation the other day and everything. And I told you
Okay.
when I get when I get a chance to study stuff, I said I try to come back, with
Okay.
more, information, and have a more, like I said, more informative conversation. Um, I've been looking at a lot of his videos. I mean, because if you top Dr. Umar and his daughter, I mean, it's a slew of videos come up. And I didn't know she was on Tommy Sotomayor's show. We all know
Yes, she
Tommy
was.
Sotomayor, and woo, he cussed. I mean, like I said, if it was the other way around, it what all this controversy behind it, Uber would been looking for. But he cussed her out something serious. He said, "You are exactly what I thought you would. You are a clout chasing bit." Called her that, and she was on the show, and I was like, "Wow, this is very interesting." And she was on. She said, "Listen, I'm charging 4K to 10K for interviews." So for all these big podcasts that want these interviews, it's 4K to 10K. And I'm like, okay, she's 22, 23 years old. I thought for sure that when Umar mentioned her like a few years ago, I thought for sure she was following his footsteps. I thought she was in college. She was a nerd. I thought she was a nerd in college. But Umar said in a video, and it was replayed because even your boy Flacco, I don't know if y'all still cool or not, but even your boy
Yeah.
Flacco, did some previous videos. And Umar he said, my daughter's at the age now that she could get, me and her could have some disagreements about some stuff because I wasn't in her life the way I should have been. My work dictates 90% of my time, and then me and her mother didn't get along. So she could come back on me and say, "Hey, you weren't in my life, and I can't choose a good man." He said she could well do that, so he pretty much was expected it because he know she was at that age that she was grown. And like I said, she's 22 or 23, and there was that time when she was like 18, 19. He said, "Listen." And another clip he showed, he said, "Listen, I'm not in. I'll be honest with you. I'm not in my kid's life like I want to be. This work is dangerous. It dictates. It's like Fred Hampton, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I'm not trying to say I'm in that category, but this work dictates, that type of compassion, that type of dedicated, determined, and dedicated and determined nation, and dependable." And people are dependent upon me. He said, I'm worldwide. I got myself worldwide since 2010. And he says, he said, I'm not in my kid's life like that. And I apologize for it. But he says the circumstances with me doing my type of work, which is dangerous, and he said they are not really revolutionary women like I want them to be, like I am. So they're not going to understand. It's like a lot of athletes in
Yeah,
entertainment.
that still doesn't immune you from being there for your kids, whether they
Oh yeah,
revolutionary. You should have thought about
right.
that before you
I
went between
understand. I
their
understand what
legs.
you're saying.
Yeah, and I get all of that, but you shouldn't have had children with women that doesn't have your same value system.
And yeah, and that's true. And I agree with you. And I told you I don't agree with him on everything. And if it was in my situation, or if that was my situation, I do things differently. Because like I said, he is not above critique. He's a man.
Now I have a question.
He's
Now
a man at the end of the day.
I'm just hearing Umar reacts to his daughter calling him a woman beater after putting hands on his mother. I never heard this. Is my first time hearing about this.
I've never heard that either. I mean,
Munson, have you heard about this?
No, not at all.
Okay, so we're about to see what he's saying. I'm about to go ahead and play this because I never heard of this. I'm doing reviews on this, so let's see what this is.
I need y'all to stay focused. I appreciate those of y'all who are standing, fighting for me. I appreciate the love, but we're going to let all the negativity cycle through. We're not feeding into it no more. Positive vibrations. We're in the new year. Black History Month just ended. This is Black March. Positive vibrations. That's all we're going to do. Everybody who want to throw this and throw that, and let them do it. I'm not worried about that. Let them do it. We're going to do what we got to do. You feel me? So everybody stay focused. Everybody stay blessed. And we're going to do what we need to do. We got to build, y'all. We got to build. Stay focused. Don't let the evil take us. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it. Please stay on your side. No more frenemies. I don't want no more frenemies. Either with me or you not. Let's do what we got to do. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never.
Does your mom hate him too? Of course she do. Because he put his fucking hands on her. What's wrong with him? He should be in fucking jail. Like, really, he should be in jail. Like, I'm not even joking with y'all right now. It's a lot about him that y'all don't know. He's a crazy, sick man. How long was they together? I don't know. They met in college. I don't know how long they was together, but he was with his other child. He was with her mom for 5 years. That's what she told me over the phone. But I don't know how long him and my mom was together. So he's a woman abuser? Yes, he is. And a liar and a hypocrite. Yeah, all those things. Yeah, she left him. And then this man got on the internet and said, my mom wanted to marry him. That's a lie. That's a lie. Why would my mom want to marry somebody that put his fucking hands on her? This is a liar. And I can't stand him.
Black queen.
Any response to that, guys?
Let me say this. This is the first time I ever heard that. I've
Me
been
too.
following.
This is the first time I heard this too, but
and,
that came out of her mouth.
Right. Now, like I said, I don't know if she witnessed it or her mother told her that.
Her mom told her that. She never. She
okay, if her mother told her
that, her mom told
then
her.
Everything is subjective. And so I'm not trying to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Like I said, unless it's concrete evidence to the contrary, I'm not touching that because I don't know. He don't seem like that type of guy. No other person. I mean, even his raunch haters don't even come up against and tell him he was a woman beater. They say he flirtatious, he does this, he does that. But this is the first time I ever heard it, and he's been so, like I said, he's been so, what's the word I'm looking for? Adamant about men putting their hands on women. He says he never do that because he never done that. He never had a woman come out against him doing that. And there's been women who come out against him saying he's flirtatious, we had sex with him, but never that. He does not strike me as that type of guy. But like I said, I don't know, for sure, but I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. But like I said, unless you got proof, I can't just go by hearsay. And like I said, with her mother remarried or got with a man early when she was a toddler. I think before she was in preschool. So, so she had a stepdad that she said was very active in his life. Active in her life. And so Dr. Umar, like I said, he said he stated this several times that him and his baby mama don't get along. It's a hassle. And she went through court. He tried to get custody. He said even his mama could, babysit him while he's going off to his tours or going off to work and everything. But he said it was a roadblock. He said he could not fight the court system and work his job and go on all these interviews and go all over the country and the world. And doing that. He said a lot of
that means your priorities messed up.
Right? I mean,
Your priorities messed up because your daughter should take precedence over a lot of that shit that you was doing. I'm sorry. I'm not about to go and put that above me having the rights to see my daughter.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. No. I don't care what he was doing. None of those things should take precedence over you getting the rights to see your daughter.
Yeah, I remember years ago. I'm kind of going off topic. Like Sammy Davis Jr. I watched, them programs in the '90s, like Montel Williams, whatever. Back when I was a kid. But she said she only seen her dad 1 year out of the 10 years him and his mother was married. There's a lot of athletes and entertainers and public figures like Dr. Umar. They have a raunchy schedule. I mean, have a very competitive schedule.
I don't care what the schedule is. You still need to go see your kids. You made those kids. I don't
it's
care
like
what.
Dr. J said he didn't spend as much time with his kids like he wanted to because he was playing. And like Deion Sanders, he said his first 2 kids did not see as much as his last 2 kids.
That's their problem. They chose. They made a choice to do that. I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy for people who chose to put their career over their children. No.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not putting my career over my kids. I would never. I don't give a damn how much money I'm making.
You have kids. You have kids. Do you don't you kind of like reminisce saying I could have spent more time with my kids. I wish I could have spent, but my work details.
No, you know what? I put the work. You know what? I work hard. I work a lot.
Right.
But not one time will I ever sacrifice. Like my son. I seen every game my son play in from the time he was 9 years old playing football. He playing college football right now. You know what I was doing? Listen, let me tell you something. I altered during the football season, particularly when he was in Little League, because it was even worse. Because they went to practice every day from 6 to 8 o'clock at night. I altered and lost money to make sure I picked up my kid and brought him to football practice. And we came home around 8:30, 9 o'clock every night. I did that for like 4 months out of the year, every year for Little League, up until he was in the 8th grade. From 5th grade to 8th grade. I worked. I made a conscientious decision that I'm going to see and go to every practice. And sometimes, I would drop them off and do some other things, but I worked my schedule around my child. So you can balance and take, and I'm not saying every situation, and if some things are you have to provide some flexibility and prioritize your children. So I don't have any sympathy for people who chose to put their career over their children, because I'm not, and I would not. If there's certain things that I feel like for me is important, I'm just gonna have to lose money that day. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to lose some money. I just won't be seeing 8 or more clients. I'm gonna have to miss this. I'm not going to this meeting. You're gonna have to reschedule. If you want my services, you care enough about my services, you'll be back.
He says you're a rare breed. Let me tell you something.
No. That is rare. That's not.
Let me tell you something, sir.
Listen, yeah. That's
my father.
You gotta work hard. They don't see
my father. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
My father worked very hard. He was an entrepreneur. And when you work for yourself and you're not a professional like D. Darrell, you got to work until the work is done. And there was plenty of things my dad couldn't attend, and plenty of things he did attend. But sometimes he just literally couldn't be there. And that's why men who we can admire and still call leaders and people we can look up to like Deion Sanders. And how dare you bring his name in the same sentence as Umar Johnson?
He said that out of his own mouth.
I thought you said you were done.
Go ahead.
Deion Sanders, who has built a legacy. Deion Sanders, who is a respectable man. And I think he did eventually get divorced when his children were older, but I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah, he did get divorced.
Twice.
Yeah, he got divorced twice.
So the thing about I mean, you either gonna be a good man or a bad man, and nobody expects a man to be perfect. But we cannot excuse a man not seeing his child for 20 years because he was busy with work. And I don't know what's wrong with some of you people and your absolute inability to hold Black men accountable for their reprehensible behavior. But I'm gonna tell you this: most men who have the intention of being honorable men, who also are ambitious and work hard, they don't sleep with and impregnate women who they're going to call evil and abandon for 20 years. They marry decent women. And when they can't be at home, they know that they married to a woman that can. And they work together. And that is the message that Black men should be spreading, is if you're going to be ambitious, you have to prioritize laying the foundation for a solid family, not getting up here like a stupid fucking coon, respectfully, and just arguing that, well, sometimes men got to work. All right, I'm going to hop back down.
Okay.
In a perfect world, that's debatable. In a perfect world, that would work. In a perfect world.
That is fact. That is fact. In the perfect world,
yeah, but my thing
work.
is, man, this dude neglected his children, man, and I understand, but my position is this: like, look, I'm not saying you're gonna make everything, okay? Because but I prioritize, like, my son playing little league football, practicing from like April all the way until the summertime. Like, they were doing practices 4 and 5 days a week. And I remember, man, I made sure that, listen, during this time, I'm not working till 7 o'clock. I gotta be home at 5:30, pick my son up, drop him off, and be there for 2 hours. That's actually how I began getting on YouTube. The reason why I started doing YouTube, because that was my pastime while my son was practicing for 2 hours. So I started watching videos on YouTube. That's actually how I got into YouTube, because I was looking for, while I was sitting there waiting and watching the practices, I decided to watch videos and see and watch content. So who's this other person? I don't know. Oh, this is Mikey.
Yeah, it's me.
What's up, Mikey? What's up?
No. Nah, but Umar's situation, I understand what his daughter's coming from, but I feel like it's everybody in that circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the mother should have made that effort, and he should have made that effort.
What effort should the mother have made?
Like, not keeping the daughter away.
How do you know she kept? What do you mean by keeping the daughter away?
We don't know. We actually
wait a minute. Wait, Mikey. Now this is starting to get me. Mikey, you are not an Umar supporter. Now all of a sudden you sounding like an Umar supporter.
No, I'm not. No. I'm trying to go with the flow.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like be on nobody's side. I'm going with the flow.
I'm listening.
Like I said, it's all their fault. Because at the same time, they should have all came to agreement. Not just, okay, you know what, I'm going to get her pregnant, whatever, and then freak it, I'm going to miss out. He should have played a strong role. But, some people just, do the most.
So, Mikey,
you know what
I didn't know this, Mikey. Miss Thang said that you.
Oh, hey, look,
no,
no,
2 years, Mikey.
No, look. That's besides the point. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about.
Wait a minute. Well, we're talking about family neglect. So what you mean we're not talking about?
Okay, this? You know why I've been 2 years chilling in my house, taking care of what I gotta take care of, working.
So why your children out there with you?
Doing what I gotta do. You feel me? I gotta work.
So wait a minute. You went from Florida to Texas. How did you and have a vacation?
Wait a minute. How I went to Florida to Texas? I'm right here right now, chilling in Florida, taking care of my business.
You said, but you going on vacation. You going on vacation in Texas instead of seeing your kids.
Okay, what's wrong with me taking a vacation for me, enjoying my time?
Yeah, but you got time all the time.
Okay,
no, you got kids. Ain't no more time when you got kids.
My kids is older. They're getting older.
How old are your kids?
About to be 21.
Both your kids adults?
No, my oldest is about to be 21, and my youngest is about to be 18, and my other youngest is 16.
So you got minor kids, and you choosing not to see them, but going to Texas.
No, I'm not choosing. There's no choosing.
But you don't see, you ain't seen them in 2
There's no
years. What
choosing.
break?
No.
You had a 2 year
Okay,
break,
okay.
Mikey.
Yes, I had a 2-year break. I had to
So
work on me first. I had to
why
work
they
on
can't
me.
why they can't come with you to
Damn.
Texas?
Well, we have to go there.
No, because this is we speaking on Umar.
Yes. So let's stay on topic.
But
Let's stay
you're
on topic.
practicing. So this is why you're supporting Umar.
No.
Because
Let's stay on
you
topic.
condone you think it's okay what Umar's doing.
I'm trying to stay on topic.
You are the topic because you're practicing.
No, I'm trying to stay on topic on the Umar Johnson situation.
Mikey.
This is not about me. Don't put
Yes,
this
it
about
is.
me. No,
it's
not.
about the black. It's about men in the black community neglecting their children.
Oh man.
No, I'm just
Why,
Mikey, is it true you ain't seen your kid? Okay, let me ask you this. How come you ain't seen your kids in 2 years?
You know what? I've been 2 years in my house. Taking care of what I gotta take
So
care of.
So you have plenty of time alone.
My kids is good. My kids is good.
No, how you know that? You ain't seeing them.
They good. Yeah, I talk to them every day. They good. They good.
Are you giving them money? Are you financially supporting your kids?
Yes, I pay their bills.
So why are you not seeing them?
I just
they need physical.
My daughter
contact.
just got her first tattoo. I sent her money.
I just paid the tattoo. Why you don't have physical contact?
Oh man, this is not about me, okay?
Yes, it is, because this is the same thing that Umar did.
Okay, if you want to go with that, all right. If you want to go with this, cool. We could go with that. If you want to go with that, that's cool. That's cool.
So you're supporting Umar on this.
I'm not. Did I say that?
Yeah, because this is the first time I've ever heard you spoke in light of Umar not being at fault.
You didn't hear what I just said? I said it's both parents' fault, not just one.
How is it the mother's fault?
She plays a part in that.
Okay, are you speaking from your own experience?
Not too much, but
enough.
Yes,
not too much, but enough. Okay, so now I see where we're going with this, Mikey.
Okay, look. My kid's mother said you're not gonna see your kids. This was a long time ago. I said, okay, cool. Went and got my. I said, okay, cool. I went and got my own visitation rights.
Okay.
I served for the papers, and ever since that day, we've been good.
So why you didn't see your kids in 2 years?
Where do you think I've been in 2 years?
In the United States?
Yes, in my house, working.
Okay. But your kids can be there too.
Taking care of what I gotta take care of, putting a roof over my head first.
Yeah, but what about their
Making
head?
sure they got a roof over their head. They live with the mother.
Yeah, but they couldn't come stay with you?
They just took a vacation to Guatemala. I paid half for them.
Okay, why are they not seeing you? Why are they not coming to your house? See, being a father is just more than just the financial.
I understand what you're trying to say.
So why are they not staying with you, Mikey?
Because I have family problems. If that makes sense.
You got family problems. So
yes,
that is not seeing your children is a family problem.
I mean other family problems.
So those family problems prohibit you from seeing your own children that you created.
Look, I had other family problems.
I didn't want to put my kids take precedence of all those. Your kids can be number one over those family problems. Those are your children.
Okay. If y'all want to talk about my whole life,
this is the same perspective you're taking on the same perspective as Umar.
Now we're gonna talk about I took 2 years.
No, we're not talking about any of that. I'm just asking you. You said that you ain't see your children in 2 years.
Okay, but that's nobody's problem. That's my problem. I'm not here to talk about my problem.
So do you think you're qualified to speak on this? Should you be speaking on this?
Yes. Because I'm not here to talk about my problem.
But that's neglect. You said you have 2 minor children.
Okay, we're not here to talk about my problem. We're not here for that.
Okay.
Are we here for that?
So based on that, you have no right to blame the mother for anything.
Okay, are we here to talk about my problem?
Yes, because it's similar.
Are we here to talk about Umar? Which is
you have the same problem. You have the same problem as Umar.
How I have the same problem?
Because you're not seeing your kids.
All I got is one baby mama. I don't got 4, 2, 3.
But you got 3 kids you ain't seen. How you go 3 years without seeing your children?
I mean, that's nobody's problem but my problem.
But why? How could you look at yourself in the mirror and not see your children for over 700 days?
I mean, that's my problem. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to
No,
face
but
that.
how could you?
Right?
How
You don't
could
have
you
to
talk
face
about?
that. Do you
ain't seen your
have to
children in
face
2
that?
years.
Okay, D. Darrell, do you have to face that? Do you have to deal with that? It's a yes or
No,
a no.
but how
Okay,
could you
then.
do
End the
this?
conversation. End
But
the
see, this is a
conversation.
problem in the black community.
Okay, end the conversation, D. Darrell. You don't have to deal with my kids' problem. That's my
Mikey,
problem.
all I want you to
I'm
do is
not here.
answer.
I'm not here to talk
All
about my
I'm asking
problem.
you is one question, Mikey.
Okay.
How can you
Okay.
live with yourself and not seeing your children?
Okay,
for 2
that's
years?
my problem.
Now
You don't have to deal with that.
I can give you some leeway with the adult child because that's an adult and they can come see you or you can come see them. But the 2 minor kids, how can you miss out on all that time?
Okay, and I'm saying that's not nobody's problem. Don't make it your
So
problem.
that means you shouldn't be speaking on this then, Mikey. You shouldn't be speaking on this topic.
Tell me why I can't speak on it.
Because you're doing the same thing Umar did.
How I'm doing the same thing?
Because you're not seeing your children and you don't even feel remorseful for it.
For 2 years, that's gonna hurt everybody.
Yes.
You mean to tell me it's
2 years is a long time for a child.
No,
They're not gonna forget that.
I mean, okay, look, this is not about me. I'm gonna calm down.
Mikey.
And I'm gonna explain.
I'm saying this, Mikey. Mikey, this is a problem in the black male apathy to fatherhood is a crisis.
Yes, I understand that.
And see, this is the kind of thing, and I'm speaking to you as a father.
I understand that
I could never live with myself for not seeing my children
I understand
for
what
2
you're trying
years.
to say from a logic understanding. I understand that.
I'm just trying to figure out how could you something. Listen, I'm saying this in a way. I'm not trying to put you in the corner, but the reason why I'm saying listen to me. The reason why I'm saying this is because you have not given me a reason why because you're financially taking care of your children, right? Hello.
Oh, no, I was listening to you.
I said you sound like you're financially taking care of your children.
Yes, they good.
So my
they got everything what they need.
They got everything except for your undivided attention.
But you know what? This is not about me. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna go with my own logic. My logic is
Mikey. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to understand
the logic.
What is prohibiting you from seeing your children, Mikey?
This is nobody's business.
No. I mean, I need to understand that because
nobody's business.
But then you can't speak on Umar. You can't speak on this problem. You can't blame anybody.
Okay, but it's nobody's business. It's just plain and simple. If people don't like that, it's nobody's business. It's just like me. Okay, if you whatever, that's your business, right?
Mikey.
Yes, I'm listening to you. Yes,
Mikey.
I'm right here. I'm listening.
I'm ashamed of you, Mikey.
Okay, be ashamed. It's not gonna hurt
because my position is, Mikey, you have all that free time playing Fortnite. You living in a nice, cozy apartment in Florida. You had women dancing and twerking on the camera, and you telling me you couldn't see your children?
Who was dancing on the camera?
Remember you had those cousins or whoever that was standing at your house and they were twerking.
That's not my house.
Well, wherever that was.
That was in New York.
Okay. So you're in Florida. Why can't you arrange for your children to spend a week with you? You basically went almost 2 years.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say this. I let you talk, now let me talk. There's some people don't understand what's going on. You feel me? I'm not gonna
don't understand why you're not seeing your children.
Look, I'm not gonna spill everything. So you don't understand what's going on.
No, I do understand. You don't see your children.
Some people don't understand what's going on between whoever. So I'm just
what's preventing you from seeing? Is there something preventing you from seeing your children?
No, there's nothing.
So that means
there's nothing.
If nothing is preventing you from seeing your children, this is all on you.
No, it's not. Look. This is not.
You
about
made a
me.
choice.
This is
You can
about
go.
Umar.
You can go to New York and go see your children.
Okay, this is about Umar. This is not about.
But you starting to starting to go. You want to go to Texas instead of going to New York to see your children.
Yes.
Because I want time. You have time for yourself every day.
I mean, yes, I do.
So you need to have time with your children.
We have to Texas.
That's my little brother.
That's a damn shame, Mikey. That's a
I mean, so what if I go to Texas? That's my problem. Who cares about that?
Okay, so
Who
that means you
cares?
can't
Who
speak
cares?
on Umar then. You can't speak on Umar.
Let's go.
Okay. Tell me why I can't speak on Umar.
Because you're doing the same shit.
I'm doing the same thing.
You don't see your kids.
What, 2 years?
Yes.
2 years is nothing.
2 years is a long ass time. Yes.
Okay, you know how long I've been doing this?
No.
Make it make sense. If somebody's standing on somebody's business and somebody's not, you gotta make it make sense.
Sir, you in the sector. Everybody looking at business. Everybody business.
Hold on. Look, at the end of the day, this is my business, my own situation. I don't
so that
come
means
here.
you can't. So
I don't
that
come
means
here
that
and
that's why
cry
you,
and
Mikey.
talk
I have
about, hey,
never heard you support Umar Johnson ever, and now all of a sudden,
no,
you
I'm not
speaking,
supporting.
talking about it's not his problem. You know,
I'm
it's
talking
the,
about
the
both.
baby mama. The
I'm
baby
talking
mama
about
caused this
both.
problem.
It takes two to make a kid, right?
Yeah.
It takes
But it
two.
takes a father to see their children too.
Yes.
But you're not seeing
He
them.
chose that situation or whatever.
No,
You know what
you
I mean?
chose not to see your own children.
Oh man, okay, that's besides the point.
I'm sorry,
That's not
Mike.
your
Mike,
problem.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you, but I'm gonna let you know, Mikey. I ain't really trying to hear you on this topic, but I'm gonna let you rock. But it's hard for me to listen to a man that ain't seeing his own children. I'm just gonna be
Okay,
honest.
and then it goes for me too, and it's hard for me to tell people that it's nobody's business, right?
No,
It's
you
nobody's
made
business.
it everybody's business because you made it
Okay.
public.
Okay, yes, I said it.
So you made it everybody's
I don't
business.
mind saying something that's true. If it's true, oh well, deal with it. You feel
Okay.
me? That's
All right.
that's the thing. That's the thing about people.
Sir, you're not seeing your children, so I don't know what to tell you,
Okay,
Mikey.
the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Yes.
No,
I haven't
the
seen my
truth should be
kids.
hurting you.
Okay, yes, it does. So what?
You
I can
took
eat that. I eat that.
you're taking a priority to go to Texas to get some alone time instead of
Yeah.
going to
Who's
New York.
stopping me? Who's stopping me? Who the fuck is gonna stop me?
Obviously your morality ain't stopping you.
I mean, who gonna fuck stop me from doing what I gotta do?
You ain't got to do anything.
Who's gonna stop me?
But
Nobody.
why don't
right?
you have that approach with what's stopping me from seeing my children?
I mean, I do see my kids.
No, you
Kids.
ain't
I
see them
talk
in
to
2
my
years.
kids. Okay,
No.
this is okay. We're
No.
going in circles. I don't want to go in
Michael,
circles.
this is
I really
Mikey,
don't.
this
I really
is horrible, Mikey.
I mean, yes, it's horrible, but that's just life. You got to deal with
Mikey,
it.
let me go to somebody else, Mikey, because you being ridiculous. Let me go back to Seth Marie. Any more comments? So Seth, what do you? I want to play another video, Seth, about the response. I want you to respond to this because this is going to focus on Umar wanting to see his child in this particular passage. I want you to respond to this. Here we go.
Okay.
Situation with Dr. Umar and his daughter trying to get the answers, trying to figure things out. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've come to this conclusion after just evaluating this situation. And with everything that Dr. Umar Johnson speaks about in regards to the young black women and men, the kids, the attention they need in regards to mental health, all those things in regards to every single thing that he speaks about. After seeing this young lady in several different Johnson more than his own daughter. Y'all see what I did there? Yeah. But bruh, than just a short period of time. So he did not just exit after staying very strict. What he said in the last video that he wants to meet with the mom and the daughter. She addresses that. He also
Relationship with you that she never. You deserve to hear.
Hold
She
on,
addresses
guys.
that.
Let me get to the right.
My behavior. I want to have lunch with you and your mom. To me. Good evening.
Goes over that the text messages.
Okay, here we go.
Watch this.
Here we go. Listen
Y'all,
to
this is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father.
Stop. So you got this. Umar has this girl's phone number, and you sending texts to set up a meeting. This is a grown ass woman. Why does the mother need to be involved, Seth?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this here.
Why did you not call? Why did you not call this girl?
Okay,
you sending
remember
a
when
text.
she had him text? Yeah, remember when she had them text messages before, and he said, "Why you up there text messaging me on another phone? You know I got haters out here, and people can tap into my phone. So
But this is a
text me your
response to
number."
this. But this is a
I respond to that. I respond to that.
Go
you
ahead.
know, he is reaching out. I will say this: he is reaching out.
Whether he couldn't even call and speak, hear the woman's voice.
Well, like I said,
this is indirect when it. Man, come on, Sid.
I can't speak for Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is in Sweden right now as we speak. So
Man,
I
don't give a damn if he was in Mars. Give a fuck where he is. The fuck you mean? You sending you got you can't make a phone call in Sweden?
No, I'm not
he
saying
can
you
talk
can't,
on the
but
phone
what
to We on Lock. He could talk on the phone with Tiffany Griffin. He could talk on the phone with everybody else and you.
Hey, Umar,
he can talk on the phone with everybody, but he can't call his own daughter.
He said his baby mama is let his daughter do her dirty work, so she knows she right there by with an earshot in him. So he probably want to deal with that hassle.
Umar Johnson, Seth Marie.
Huh?
Do you not talk to Umar Johnson on the phone?
I've talked to him a few times, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know how many times his daughter talked to him on the phone? Zilch.
Hey, well, listen.
We don't, hold on, no. We don't lock your ass up in here. Wait a minute. Let me nah, niggas, we ain't doing this shit. We don't lock ass in fucking Las Vegas.
I'm not biased. I'm not gonna be biased.
Nah, niggas, nah, we not about to do this. We don't like his talk to Umar Johnson. We don't like his met Umar more than his own goddamn daughter has seen him. And he call and pick up the phone and talk to We on Lock.
If you got that crazy baby mama,
no.
I'm not saying that's the case, but that could be the case.
If you mean to tell me you can't talk to your own daughter?
Well, personally, it was me. Yes, I'm not him, and I'm not in his position.
Your mother next Thursday or Friday.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Goes over that the text messages. Watch this clip.
Let's go back to this.
This is what my dad responded to me.
This is what he responded to. Come on, man, niggas, we ain't about to do this shit.
Good evening, Princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father.
Now, this is your daughter that you ain't never fucking saw and met, and this is what you doing?
Well, Umar is not in derail reality. Umar is not in derail reality. You know, that's your reality. That's not his.
You can't call and talk to your daughter?
Well, do you respect that he said he wants to meet up with them?
Hell no, I don't respect that.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion.
Let me ask you a question, Seth. You got children, right?
Yeah, well, I can tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you is not Seth.
Okay.
I have every reason to believe.
Yeah.
If you ain't see your child and she got your number, I do not believe you texting your child about setting up a date to meet instead of having a conversation.
And I agree with you.
Okay, so that same shit applies to Umar fucking Johnson.
And like I said, I don't agree with him on everything. And I think if it was me, I'd do it differently. But I'm looking at it from, all angles and his point of view.
What angle?
Well, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, listen, I admit I was not there in your life because of my career.
Phone call.
You've got a demanding career.
Call.
And you are worldwide.
You're talking about a phone call.
I agree with that. I agree with that. How you know she ain't hung up on him when he tried to speak to her?
He didn't. She texted. She didn't get a chance to do that. She sent a fucking text. Munson, what you think of Munson? Let me get Munson.
Okay, go ahead.
Response, Munson.
Yeah, I mean, first, it's not how you deal with a loved one for sure. Like, especially if it's a sensitive topic to you, the way you would approach your loved one absolutely would be a phone call and hearing the voice. It sounds almost as if he wants to set up an ambush where he knows what he wants to say and how he wants to attack the mom, and in an effort to try to demonize a mom. And like when you say you deserve to know the truth, she needed the truth 20 years ago. She needed it 15 years ago. She didn't need it today after she came out on the internet saying, my father has been absent for 20 plus years. So if you wanted her, if you thought it was important that she knew the truth, you would have been advocating for her to know this truth from the 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And again, there's a saying that says, if you are not at the table, you're on the menu. You don't get to determine what the narrative is if you aren't involved.
Hello?
The vision of you.
Okay.
So. I mean, I think it's silly. I don't see how an adult male would behave this way.
This makes no sense. But let me continue.
So you decide to reach out to me because I outed you.
Exactly. He reached out. So Seth, that answered your question. He reached out to her. And he chose a text message instead of a phone call. So we've established that.
You had all this time, you had all these chances to reach out to your daughter, but because I outed you on social media, now you want to sit down for lunch? You're a fraud. You're a hypocrite. You are everything that you say that you aren't. And you got on live responding to me, talking about some struggle stream, and talking about some, oh, I'm known in North Philly. If y'all needed to find me, y'all could have found me. Why the what do I have to find you for, sir? When you're my dad. Right? Like, now you want to have a talk because I outed you. Hold black men accountable. Hold them accountable.
Wow.
Now, Seth. Come on, man.
I feel her. I told you.
You
that,
feel her?
I came from a one parent. I came until my mama got remarried. My biological father was. I feel her, and I understand her. Trust me. If anybody on this panel do, I do. And I forgave him. Until he passed. I forgave him. But like I said, years later. But D-Rail, okay, one time, on several occasions, he said when his daughter was growing up, he could not go outside of the living room without her mother and her grandmother and her mother right there in front of them while they there the whole time. He said, listen, I'm going to take my daughter to the Dairy Queen. I'm going to take my daughter to the amusement park. I'm going to do this. They said, no. You stay on this couch where we can see you. And he said, what kind of stuff is that? He said, listen, you ain't going to have me. And they said, well, those are the issues. I mean, those are the demands that we give. And this is what the court said. When we look at, we're going to look at you while your whole time. Now, when you get tired of that, D-Rail, be honest.
No, the courts did not. The courts do not.
Well, I'm not saying the court per se, but he said
no.
That was the conditions. That was the conditions, pretty much.
No. That was the conditions because he chose not to take her to court and get the quote unquote white man's paperwork.
He said he.
Well, I mean, regardless of that, though, like, where would you not go for your child? Like if it were the case that the only place I could see my daughter was, I mean, like I couldn't imagine any conditions that would make me say, well, forget it. I wouldn't throw my hands up. I wouldn't take my ball and go home and be like, well, I'm not going to see her. If the conditions were that I had to sit on the outside on the curb, that's where I would be. Like that doesn't seem like a valid excuse to me.
There's no perfect father. There's no such thing as a perfect father. I don't care how good you
are.
Yeah,
but shit, he ain't even decent. Forget perfect.
I'm not speaking on that. I'm not going to speak on that.
Okay.
Come on, man. What's up? What's up, folks? I'm gonna go to Lord Fortune and I'm gonna go to Brother Speak. What's up, Lord Fortune?
Hey, what's going on? I want to ask Seth Marie something.
Sure.
Yo, Seth Marie, first question, Seth Marie, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you?
Good. You said that Umar Johnson is real busy. What exactly is he busy doing? Is he delivering babies? Is he working on the national debt?
Dude.
I mean, hold on. I'm not finished. I'm not, because the school isn't open. The school isn't opened. He goes and talks to people at schools. That's what I know of him doing. Or he's writing books, or he's online talking about whatever latest black gossip is worthy for him to talk about and point fingers at. What is he so busy doing where he can't spend at least an hour and a half with his daughter?
Okay, I'll say this. Besides President Trump, there's nobody probably traveled more than Umar Johnson worldwide. And you know that. Come on, brother. let's not be ignorant here. You know, he has the busiest schedule, and I've seen his schedule because I've gotten it. And
is he
has
busy
dates
getting
and
pregnant,
times
getting women pregnant in
performs.
Ghana? Because I hear he's got a new woman
I don't know.
pregnant in
We don't know
Ghana.
that to be true,
What
so
is
I'm
he
not
doing
speculating.
so busy flying from country to country outside of impregnating women and then running off and not dealing with his responsibilities as a father?
Hey, do you agree with some stuff Umar says? Do you agree with
Man,
some
get
stuff
your
he says?
where's we on lock
I'm just
at?
asking. I'm asking you. Answer the question. Because some people love to hear him speak. Millions. Tens of millions. If you want to know the truth, go ahead.
Again, you haven't explained to me what is he so busy doing.
Okay,
He's
I
an
will tell you if you
orator.
let me talk.
He's
If
the
you let me,
best
if you
orator.
let me finish.
They say he's the best orator, but he can't orator his way to see his daughter. He can't talk to that grandmother and mother to convince them to see his daughter. They got all this power over the best orator in the world. You sound dumb.
I say he's the Prince of Pan-Africanist. I ain't say he's the Prince of Pan-Parenthood. I never said that. So I ain't said he was a perfect father. I never said that. So
Well, what's his whole platform about then? What is his whole platform about? Black children matter, right?
Do you have kids, sir? Do you have kids?
Yes.
Are you a perfect father? Let's be honest. Do you go to every single day event, the honor roll meeting when they get, you know, the honor roll? Do you go to their school for every parent-teacher conference? Let's be honest here. Yes or no?
On a scale of A to F, I'm an A, he's an F. You can't
No, I'm
compare
just
me with
saying,
to him. He's
is
an
you
F.
perfect?
He's
Do
an
you have
F.
a perfect
Hey,
attendance?
hey,
What,
I didn't
football
say that.
games
I
and
didn't say that,
everything?
but I'm an A. I'm an A. He's an F. What are you?
Well,
What are
okay,
you?
that's your
Don't
opinion.
we not comparing A to F's? I'm an all-star. He ain't shit.
You don't have the Umar's career either. You do not have Umar's career. Not
What's his
even one
career?
20.
What is his career?
His
You don't know me.
career
What is
is
his
is a
career?
motivational speaker. He
Getting
goes to, you know,
goofballs
have
like you
parent
to
teacher
love his
conferences.
nuts?
Like I said, you can say what you want to say, but you don't have his career. He is worldwide, not nationwide, not citywide, not statewide, worldwide. Over 10 continents. You can check
That
that out for
means
yourself.
nothing if you can't see your kids.
Well, like
for
I
years.
said, it's a busy schedule. It's a busy schedule.
Yeah,
Second to none.
not to neglect your children.
Well, a lot of athletes and entertainers that we look up to.
We're not talking about
in the same
athletes,
boat.
we're not talking about athletes, we're talking about him.
Well, like I said, only President Trump or and a few other people probably got more business schedule than Umar, and y'all know this. Y'all know this.
Man,
Whether you
Umar,
love
number
him,
one,
hate him, or
Umar
loathe
is not that requested. That's just a
Come
myth
on,
that he
dude.
want to put.
Come on now. Come on,
No,
man.
he's not.
Come on,
He's
man.
really not. There are people who make way more money and are actually wanted more than Umar, and that's fact.
Nobody has
But let me
done
go to
more
recognize. Let me go to recognize
interviews.
game.
Come
What's
on,
up,
nobody
brother?
has done more interviews and been on
No,
more platforms than
that's
Dr.
no,
Umar.
More interviews.
Well, name me one, brother.
Those are.
I ain't talking about D-Rail. You, brother, since you want to be funny.
I need to get into the real circuit. Like they got professionals who make way more money than Umar.
Probably so.
Umar
Probably
really
so.
Umar in the chitlin circuit. To be honest with you,
Well, that's an
he's
expensive
really
chitlin
chitlin
circuit. That's
They
expensive.
got people make way more money and do way more speeches than him. But let me go to recognize game.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yo, what's good, folk?
What's up, y'all?
Now,
What's up?
now
And
look,
then brother
man.
speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm feeling like everybody up here got it all wrong, and I'm gonna
And you got
explain
it
why.
all right. And you got it right.
Hey, that's a matter of opinion, but you know I'm entitled to mine too. So hearing what y'all talking about, I don't know why y'all don't understand where the problem is stemming from.
What's the
See,
problem?
first of all, you knocked up some John that you ain't really bang with like that. You didn't marry her. You ain't really feeling her like that, or you would have took it that far. You know what I'm saying? So you should have never signed the birth certificate. I don't care if you
But that's
think
his
it's yours or
job.
not.
He
You
didn't
should have
sign the
never.
birth certificate.
That's
All right.
what you don't understand.
Okay. Well, anybody that's signing the birth certificate for a woman that they ain't with, you done lost your mind. So if there's anybody in here that did
But
that,
that's biologically your child
it
recognized,
don't,
and that's
it don't
DNA
matter.
testing for that.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. How the fuck it don't matter if the DNA say that that's your child?
Well, what matters in the courtroom?
No. Fuck that.
What
We not
matters in the
doing this. No,
courtroom?
nigga. Stop.
What matters in the
No.
courtroom? De jure or de
Recognize.
facto?
Stop. I gotta stop you.
De jure
How
or
you
de
gonna sit
facto?
here and tell me it don't matter if they got the white man's paperwork saying he's the biological father.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't sign that. If you don't sign it,
It
then the
don't
white
matter.
man
He
won't have it.
did the test. I'm not talking about the birth certificate. The DNA. There's a DNA test showing that that's his child.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did that either. I mean, he ain't gonna marry her, so what difference do it make if it's
But
biological
that's
or
his
not?
child. It don't matter. This is not a basis of who get married. You see, all of this
You don't have to take
irresponsible
a
shit
DNA
about
test.
how you felt about somebody. The bottom line, you created a child with someone,
Who
regardless
cares?
of who
So
she is,
what?
and you didn't get married, and your responsibility to take care of the child that you created.
All right, well, by law
So
is all that matters.
all the other shit is secondary.
All right, well, you could be the biological or whatever you want, but by law is all that matters. So when you get down to that courtroom before your honor, they're gonna tell you that you 3/5 a father.
Wait, what you mean by law is all that matter? He Pan-African, sir.
I don't know what he is, but you ain't nobody's father unless they tell you you are.
What the heck? What are you talking about?
I think he
Speaker's
means the
talking
court.
about you either they
He's
could
talking about
give
the
you the
court.
rights or they could take
Yeah,
your
but he
rights
took a
away.
DNA test. We're past that. The white man paperwork showed that that's his child. What do you mean? The courts did that. The courts mandated that. That's how he got the child support situation. That's how we had issues related to the custody and his ability to see his child. That he claimed he kept that paperwork. So what are we talking about? That's been established. We can't. I'm gonna say this. Recognize we can't make that the argument when we already have paperwork to solidify that he is the biological father.
Yeah, well, the point that I'm making is he should have never took no DNA test with the
It
thought
doesn't.
that he
That's
knocked up.
beyond the part. That's
Hey
beyond.
man, I'm talking about how he landed himself in this position. I
So
mean,
he
you being
landed
a
himself in
therapist, you should be
position by
worried.
sticking,
You
But
should be
sticking
2
a
considering
days
all the
woman
ago,
and
factors.
getting her pregnant. That's how he landed into this
All
isn't
right,
goddamn.
this
but he
the
didn't have
same
to
man?
admit it. He
Isn't this
didn't. He
the
didn't
same
have to.
man
He
who
didn't even
said
have to
2 days
acknowledge
ago?
that as his kid. So I don't
Isn't
know
this the
why
same man
you
who
keep
said
trying to
2 days
admit.
ago that all children should get
Who is this?
DNA
Can I
tests
finish
because it's
talking?
the
I can
child's
never
right?
finish talking up
Isn't
here.
this the same man?
It's always
Isn't
somebody
this the
jump
same
in.
man?
Is this the
Isn't
single
this the
mother
same man?
defending single mother thoughtness?
No,
Yes,
you
yes,
accused me of being a
yes.
single mother.
You
What?
defending single mother thigh bodies.
No, I
All
didn't.
right.
Right.
The reason why this is going on is
That
because
never
that woman
happened.
should have went down there and handled her business after she found out she was knocked up by some Negro she don't
So
really
2
bang
days
with
ago,
like that.
you said that every child should be entitled to a free DNA test because it's about the child's rights and not the adults.
De jure
Now you're
and de
saying
facto.
that
Do you
Umar
know the
Johnson
difference?
shouldn't have taken
De
a DNA
jure
test.
and de
Which
facto.
one is it?
De jure and de facto. Is that the law today? I said what should be. What is
Well,
a different story.
you said should when you just said he shouldn't have taken a test. So you can say should, but
I
I
don't think he
can't.
knows what he's
Yeah,
talking
because
about.
the
I
law.
mean, it's just
All right,
should he
maybe
have
y'all
taken
don't
you
understand. It's
2
a
days ago
difference
you
in
You're
said
what
not
he
a
is
should.
lawyer,
what
sir.
and
You're
what
not a
isn't.
lawyer. I think you don't understand
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
well,
the
not what
watch
he
law.
said
this,
for
man.
me.
Y'all keep cutting me off. This is a weird
Don't you got a
panel.
food truck to sell? Don't you got some
Who
jerk
are
chicken
you?
tacos to sell?
Who are
Lord.
you? Who are you? I'm not talking to you. Let me
Um,
finish talking if you want to
but you
respond to
never
what I'm talking
finished. That's
about.
the problem. You always just keep going because your wife doesn't want to fuck you or something. I don't know why. You're so happily married, but you never
Woo!
stop talking.
All
Damn.
right, it's
Really?
obviously somebody with a skirt on that got a mustache and a beard that's
Oh.
cheerleading this thought.
So you
So
got trannies on your mind. I
whoever
don't have
that deep
time for all
voice
your issues.
woman is, whoever the deep voice woman is, that's like, shoo, supporting somebody that he don't know, caping, letting the cape drape. That's what you do. Stand on the sideline with your pom poms until I'm done scoring this touchdown. All right, relax yourself, buddy. Whoever the boy is. All right. So the
He
reason.
does know me.
All right. So the reason why
He might know your
thoughts,
wife too, because you
the
said she
reason
fucks
why
around, right?
thoughts are entitled is because they go down to the family court with a document that say you chose to be this child's father. It don't matter if you the biological father or not.
You're repeating yourself. You already said this.
So be quiet. See, this is
I
what I'm
mean, but how
saying.
many times do we have to listen to you say the same thing that he shouldn't have taken the paper because now
But shoulda, woulda, coulda.
you
I
already
recognize
said
game.
that.
I
All right,
agree with
y'all
you.
weird.
He should have used
Y'all
better judgment,
weird.
but he didn't. We have
This
to
is the
deal with the
weird
present
shit y'all be on.
situation, not
All
deal
right,
with woulda,
fam.
shoulda, coulda.
All right,
Let
so
me
I'm supposed to
let me
listen to
hold
you.
on, guys. Slow down. Let me
That's
stop
what I'm
here.
saying. D
I
Durrell.
need to go to
Hold
Brother
up, D
Speak because Brother
Durrell.
Speak wanted to speak.
Real quick. Hey, hold up, D Durrell. Let me say something.
Be quick because I gotta go to Brother Speak.
If you're gonna let everybody cut me off,
Everybody
then just tell
not
me
cutting
not
you
to
off.
come up, bro.
You speaking for a long. I'm giving
Kick
you the
rocks,
floor.
bitch.
I'm giving you the floor, man. But I gotta let everybody speak. Let me.
You let other men fuck your
See,
wife, but you
see, look
won't
at this.
let other people speak.
All right, hold
See
on,
how
guys. Let's stop. Let me go to Brother Speak. Go ahead, Brother Speak.
See what I'm saying? You this is
I,
what you do, D.
Yeah, what's up?
okay,
You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
okay, I'm trying to understand something. So the reason why Umar was not, present because the baby mama and the grandmother wanted him to see the child on
Their
only at the
terms.
house or something like that.
Yeah,
Is
on
that
their terms.
on their terms?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, but hold on. But see, there's an issue with that, Brother Speak.
That's what all
Yeah.
the fools do.
That was but okay. Now you interrupted me. Okay,
Of course.
but
I'm supposed to. That's
this
what you
is
told
my
me to
panel.
do.
This is my channel.
Right.
Thank you.
So
All right. So, Brother Speak, he had the ability to go to white. He said he got white man's paperwork.
Right.
So if you got white man's paperwork, you should be able to have some type of shared custody. So help me understand, if you truly got this white man's paperwork, you should be able to get super unsupervised visits. Something is not adding up.
Well, here's the thing: if the visits to the point where they're not fair, then the thing would be to go to court and fix that. Because at the same time, I don't think it should be where you got to stay where I am so you can see your child. That shouldn't be the case. He is the father of the child.
No judge is
But
approving it. No judge does that. Not if you're granted custody, partial custody, the child has the right to be with you and be allotted certain days or whatever to see you weekly or
right,
whatever the schedule is.
that's what.
So
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. I'm like, they can't do that if he has partial custody. Then
facts.
he need to be going to court. He need to, if they're gonna be that much, if they were gonna be that much of a, if they were that much of a problem, you need to get to some police or somebody. So hey,
No,
they're not
no.
keeping me. Yeah, listen, we got if they're making it that difficult, yeah, you got to get people involved at the end of the
Nah,
day.
they're not
But
making
if
it
he's not
difficult.
choosing to do that,
That's
that's
on
on
him.
him. You
Look,
listen.
it ain't that technical. He don't got to put the law involved. He's a Pan African. Look, if they were wanted to do
Sir,
things on their terms, he
if
needs to
we're going
reconstruct the
by
terms.
law,
He's a leader. We ain't going by laws. We going by
okay,
Pan Africanism. We going
we're
by
going
Pan
by.
Africanism, and he
I
could
don't care about Pan
reconstruct the
Africanism.
terms and the conditions. I'm not trying to argue with you. Just hear me out. He could reconstruct the terms and conditions between the mother and the grandmother in order to see his daughter. What he did not decide to do is that because of his arrogance and his lack of humility, and that's why the courts and the law and the judges is involved with it, because he didn't have no leadership role when it came to that mother and the grandmother, and therefore he ran amok and he went off to Sweden or wherever Seth Marie claims he's at. I'll mute.
Okay, the trolling is okay, but no, but that's just my thing. Listen, if there was that, or you know what, I would agree with recognized game on the sense of, listen, you didn't want no part of it. Yeah, don't sign the paper, don't do all that, but understand there's a consequence to that, because as I always said, that's your legacy, whether you take care of it or not. It's still your legacy. So, however, you can't complain if they out there making you look bad. You didn't take care of it.
What are you talking about? Take care of what? What are you talking about? Go to the judge?
Yes.
Go to the law?
Yes.
Who said yes?
I'm saying yes because he's the one saying he got the white man paperwork.
Nah, he meant
Yeah.
something else, D. Darrell. Y'all talking past
No,
each
I was saying what recognized game was trying to say on that part. You didn't want,
But
and it seemed like on that end.
But brother, speak that we're speaking of there's no point in speaking in hypotheticals when the facts of the matter is that we have a bona fide DNA test. He claimed he got white man's paperwork. He didn't see the child for over 20 years. So why are we speaking on what somebody should have did and the mom should have been this and like what is the point of that? I'm not having that discussion today. I'm speaking on where we are today, what we're dealing with, and how we got here, and what's the aftermath. I'm not speaking on what he should have did 22 years ago. For
right. The point is he didn't take enough effort. He didn't make enough effort to do the right thing at the right time. Period. All this jargon of what he should have did and on the paper, this is bullshit, in my opinion. He didn't do the effort because of his arrogance, because he was too busy, because he put everything else in front of his family. Period.
So did
Yeah,
she take?
you know
Did
what?
she take him to
Something just
court
clicked for me.
for a new
So
custody agreement?
you know how earlier she was saying that he put his hands on her mother, and now we're talking about how he said that he had supervised visitation. That might be really the catalyst. There was that there was a domestic violence issue, and that the courts, until he proved himself not to be violent.
That's
Right? Yeah.
we speculating. I ain't gonna talk about all that. We speculating.
Okay.
Wait. Well, I mean, that's what
He put
everyone's
hands
doing
on
right
her?
now.
Yeah,
That everyone's
but y'all
speculating.
put me
Everyone's
y'all put me
speculating.
in the
No,
back
everybody
for
is speculating.
hypotheticals.
That's a speculation. If he put his hands
Everyone,
on her,
everyone's
That's
speculating.
funny.
Okay,
no,
till we
everyone
prove
isn't
that, I don't
speculating.
want to put that
Yes,
out
we
there.
are.
Well, he needs to show the white
He
man
said it
paperwork.
several times out of his own mouth. Several
what?
times.
He said that he only had
had
supervised visitation.
visitation, that the mother and the grandmother had to be in the same room when he was with his child. He's seen his child plenty of times.
No,
Not as
he's
much as he
not
Let me
wanted
say
to.
this, Seth.
There's
Seth,
only one reason people get that.
If he put his hands on that woman, he don't deserve unsupervised visits.
Well,
So
we
that's
don't know
his
that.
fault.
That could be a bold-faced lie. That could be
No,
a
that's not a
bold-faced
bold
lie.
face. If you committed domestic violence, the judge can determine other ways in for you to
Anybody
see
can
your
say
children.
anything about anybody.
Okay,
Anybody can say anything about anybody.
again, if there's no
That is not
proof that
proof.
he did that, I'm not
He never
going
been
to.
arrested. He never been
I'm not
arrested.
going to discuss if he put hands on her or not because we
Facts.
don't know if he did or not. We don't know.
He never been
Did
arrested.
did he say he did or who said he did? He
Umar
did. The
has never
daughter
been
did. Who
arrested.
said?
The daughter said that happened. The daughter
Okay.
Umar
said
has never
that
been
her mother
Until
arrested.
she
told her.
has paperwork, we can't. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
believe
I'm
her.
not. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
he never
I'm
been
not
arrested.
I
going
don't
to
want to
take that
dwell on
side
that
either.
either, but again, we want to. You all. Seth Marie was the one who brought in or somebody said, well, that could possibly be a reason we got unsupervised
It
visits.
could be her arrogance. It could be her arrogance. And her
Arrogance about
stupidity.
getting the ass whooped?
No, he
Man,
never
come
been
on, man,
arrested.
guys, y'all
Umar does
killing
not
me
have a
with this,
criminal
man.
record. Umar
Y'all
Johnson does not
killing
have a
me.
criminal record. He does not have a
Keep it
criminal
real.
record.
As the only woman up here, I do want to say that I do. If it's true that he only has supervised visitation, that would lead somebody to believe that he might have some history of abuse. But I do think that it's not. He's done so much wrong. He's
All she
done
got
so
to
much.
do is say it's not in her schedule. Everybody
He's
know
done.
that's in the law too. She can say it's not in her schedule to increase the visitation time, and that's actually
We
adequate.
were talking about increasing visitation time or supervised visitation. Some people might
Right.
not be able to keep up, but I'm just going to.
Yeah, he might want to increase the visitation
Can I
time,
finish
and
what I
she
was
is
saying?
obviously opposed to that, or it would have happened.
Let her finish recognize.
And it ain't no court order and or no.
Go ahead, Miss Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I do think that is
visitation time.
when you're talking about things like abuse, we should really even as a woman, I would say we should limit it to when at least there's some type of evidence, because it's just not useful to be labeling people as abusers when you don't have any evidence. But I did want to just address
You
real
keep
quick.
saying it though.
She just said we don't have to label. She was speaking in
Yeah,
regards
and
to
she
needing
just
evidence.
said it must have been that's indicative that there's some history of abuse. You don't know nothing.
She just
She
said that it
speculated.
was not.
She
It was
assumed,
unfair
right.
to
She
do it
said
without.
two things.
Okay,
She
now
said
Rick,
two
now you're
things.
trying to be
Right.
argumentative for the sake of being argumentative.
I'm just
stated-
hearing everything, and you breezing by everything that else.
No,
that she
no,
said.
recognize.
She just said
Stop,
the opposite,
stop,
and now
stop,
she's saying this.
Stop. Okay.
I just wanted to address something that's more concrete, which is the childish lie that was told that Umar Johnson is the most traveled person in the world. I mean, I can just
No, he's not.
Right, I could just name. I mean, just to put that to bed, because I mean, number one, just common sense would tell you people like professional airplane pilots like travel more because it's literally their job to leave town
Oh,
every
man,
day.
you going
But
with
number two,
semantics.
that's not what semantics means. But number
Well,
two,
whatever. You just
number
talking,
two, I'll give you a
speculating at the
more
soup.
specific example. The Roots, right? A hip hop band from Philly, since we're talking about Philly, is one of the most
Oh, I
touring
like the
groups in the world.
Roots.
Right. And Black Thought travels several times a year on tour. He's away for months at a time, and he's been happily married to the same woman for years. They have 6 children together, and he still makes it to his children's graduations and important events. So I'll just drop the mic there and hop back off the panel and let you men talk.
Okay.
Okay, because you love to speculate.
So let me
That's a big
just
difference.
looking at the
You knocked up
the
on
narrative of
tour.
this. We have to look at the fact. I don't want to get into what coulda and the relationship. I want to focus on presently what we dealing with. Okay. And so the issue that he claimed is that he got white man paperwork that states what type of shared custody he was supposed to have, and so on. He didn't call this woman. He texted her, someone he ain't met in years, to let him know, let's set up a formal meeting to meet his own daughter. Like, why would that, to be honest with you, you didn't see your daughter in decades. Why the fuck you want to be discussing this anyway? What happened to just meeting for the fact that we ain't never meet and catch and then talk about the other shit?
And if I was her, I wouldn't want to meet him, not to cut you, but to
talk
piggyback
about
off
this?
what you said.
What
Right.
about the
He didn't
fact
sound
that,
sincere.
like, yeah, it sounds like we're meeting, like we're formalizing something that should be about family.
What was the first thing he said in that letter? He said, I'm disappointed in you. So
Yes.
like he's playing the victim. He immediately approached her talking about he's disappointed in her. And your mother did this to me and your mother did that. Nigga, bye.
He's probably disappointed because she's in the loop and in the know about a lot of things that the mom did. And
Okay,
she's
and that
still
could be
going,
true.
and she's
That could
still
be
on
true.
that.
That could
She's
be
still on that. Because
Okay,
if he do have any custody agreement, and if he has any motions or petitions that he made to increase visitation or anything that he's talking about, which y'all keep breezing by that part too, he said the docket is about 3 inches thick. If that's really the case, then it's a lot of discussions that was had about what he wants and what he thinks would be adequate for the child. And obviously, she was going against that because you wouldn't have to keep going back and forth. You wouldn't
Until
have
you
to
bring
go.
forth
You
that
wouldn't have to
docket, I
go.
don't even want to
You wouldn't have
discuss
to
some
go one
elusive
time
docket that you
if
claim
you could come
that
to
he
an
got
agreement
on
with the
her.
woman.
Where's the docket? Where's the docket? Do you
Where's
have it?
any of this you talking about?
You
Where's
talking
any of
about
it?
it. You coming back here talking about the white man's
Everything you
paperwork.
talking about he didn't do. Where is the proof of that?
He said he didn't do it. He said it on one of the videos that Flacco
And he
posted.
said why? And he said why?
He said the
He said
grandmother
I've
and the
been down
mother.
there to the custody court 100 times. I've been paying child support since you was
What does
born.
that got to do with anything?
Child support and custody court
What does that got to do with the
that has
topic?
everything to do with everything. What do you mean? He's in the family court. He can't do more or less than
Where's
what
the
they.
paperwork? Where's the paperwork?
Where's the
Allegedly.
paperwork that supports anything that you just had all these opinions about?
This is coming straight from the source, what he
All right,
said.
and the source also told you that there's a docket for the custody agreement, and you haven't seen it, but you got a lot of shit to talk.
Because it may not be true.
Exactly,
Well, what you
bro.
say may not be true
Nothing
either.
that you're commenting on right now
Well, my position is this: whatever she
is
did,
verified to be true.
obviously, if you're telling me you got the paperwork to say otherwise, why didn't you take her back to court for not following the judge's order?
Maybe he
There
don't
are
want. Maybe he
consequences
don't
about
want
that.
a
We talked about
4-inch
that
thick
yesterday.
docket. Maybe he's been down there so many times,
Ah,
and
man,
like
come
I
on, man.
said, he don't have any rights unless they give them these rights. She has to agree to this.
Well,
If she
if he
don't
has
agree,
paperwork
then
saying
they
he got
just going
shared
back down
custody,
there
he has
again for
rights.
her to not agree.
If he got paperwork, he got rights.
If he wants more rights, like more
Yeah,
visitation, she would have
he's
to
stating that
agree
he was
to it,
prevented.
or
If
at
she's
least make it
denying
happen, make it possible.
his rights, then you need to go back to court.
Right. And again, if somebody's already been to court 50 times and they got all these different dockets, then maybe they're just despondent with the whole.
I don't think he went to court 50 times. He can't
He
even
didn't
get
go to
that
court.
school.
He
He
didn't go to
can't even
court
get
at
that
all.
school
Well,
together.
we don't know
He ain't
if he
on that.
did or
He ain't
did
on
not.
business.
The docket wouldn't be
That's
3 inches thick if you only went down there one time.
I don't think he went at all.
Me neither.
Yeah, he might not have, or he might
Well,
have.
he might not.
But you don't know. All y'all saying is what y'all don't think. Y'all don't know.
Well,
No,
based
I'm
upon
just
his
saying
relationship with his daughter
I
and
know
based upon that school, no, he ain't do nothing.
he ain't seen his
I'm not going
child
to
in
conflate
decades.
the school
I
and
know
No,
that to be a fact.
no, let's not
I'm
go
not
there.
going to conflate
That's
the
not true.
school
That's not true.
and his
Well, that's not true.
relationship or role in his
He didn't
child's
see the
life.
child in
What's
decades.
going on in
No,
family
We
that's
can't
not
court
get
don't
true.
have
past
nothing to
that.
do with that.
He didn't see the child in decades. How we get past that?
Why not? Why not?
You can't get past that because there's no reason for you not to see her.
Why hasn't he seen her?
Because he
It's
chose
all
not.
in the
He chose
custody
not to
agreement.
take the process to force his rights to see his child. That's why.
All right. So if the mom wanted him to see the
The
child
mom
in all
cannot
these years, let me
overstep. The
finish.
mom cannot
Can I finish,
overstep
please,
what the
sir?
judge says. It's about the
This
judge.
is your platform. Can I please finish?
Yeah, but the
my
mom. You keep
thought?
talking about what the
Please, sir.
mom. We're
All
not
right,
blaming this
exactly,
on the
because
mom.
she has to agree, man.
The
So you
mom
keep
has to
leaving
follow
that
the
part out.
order
That
of the
is
judge.
literally the only way
The mom
anything's
has
going to
to follow
happen
the
if she
order of the judge.
agrees to it.
No, it
You
ain't
you
about
know
what
how
she
it
agreed
works.
to. It's what the judge mandates.
All right, so no, if she doesn't agree to it, then he has
It
to.
don't matter. The judge don't give
It
a damn
does
about what
matter.
you
Where are you
agree.
coming
No,
from
it
with that?
doesn't. The
It
judge is
does.
the one that has to say in this.
All right, so listen. All right,
What's the point? What's the point of having orders if you
Okay,
don't listen
listen.
to what the
Has
judge
she ever been down to the court? This is something none of y'all asking, because she has every right as the mother to go down to the court and say, Umar Johnson is not visiting and he's not coming for the scheduled visits. I want to hold him in contempt and I want to renegotiate our custody agreement. Has she ever done that? I want him
I
to
bet
see his kid
$1,000 she didn't.
more.
I bet $1,000 she didn't.
Because no woman ever does that for some reason,
So
but you got every
everybody
right to
at
do it.
fault, but Umar did everything he was supposed to. She did everything she wasn't supposed to.
No, I'm saying if he's not,
That's
see,
the sentiment.
I'm not acting like I know what he did. But what I'm saying is, if he was not, if they have a custody agreement and he's not making good on the custody agreement, she's supposed to go down there and say, hey, he's not seeing his kid, and you can get booked for that. You in
No, you
contempt.
can't.
He is
You
correct.
can't get
He's
booked for
correct.
not seeing
Yes,
your
you
child.
can.
You
Yes, you
cannot.
can.
So so
Yes,
so
you
Yes,
can.
that's
so
true.
If
That's
you
very
have a
true.
so
custody agreement
visitation
and you're not okay, if you
visitation
have a
and support are
custody,
different things. Visitation is something that you advocate for yourself. So if
if you
you
have a
don't want to see your kid, the court's not going to be like, you know what, you haven't been with your child for an hour every
yes, they
week.
will.
You're going. That's not what they do.
Yes,
I
that
mean,
is what they
and
Yes,
do.
I
they
You
will
know
do.
what
bet you,
they'll
Yes,
I
they
do?
will
do.
bet you,
Yes,
I
they
They'll
will
do.
take
bet
away
you
his
every
parental
one of my
rights.
assets that the court is not going to
Okay.
force you to sit with your child for an hour.
No, the
That's
Yes,
not
they
what the
court
court
can.
does.
They
the
can.
court
They
does
I
that.
can.
promise you they will not. I
They
Fam,
promise you
can.
they will
They
what
not.
is a
can.
But
custody
look,
agreement?
we can
You
look
don't
it
know
up. We
what
can
a
look at
custody
any source
agreement
you
is.
trust. I will put up every one of my assets against yours that this is
Okay.
not something that happens.
All right.
We can look
Well,
up any
I
source you
don't want your
trust.
32 cents, but
I
I mean
mean,
any custody agreement,
I
any
mean,
custody
you would be
agreement is
32-cent
going to
richer.
tell you what
But
days you are
I promise you that
obligated
doesn't
to visit.
happen. I promise you that doesn't happen.
We
But
got
let's look up
another
some
No, it don't
sources.
female
happen
up
in
here.
your
This is the
world.
deep
No, no, it
voice
don't
Let's look up
happen.
female
some
up in here.
sources. Let's look up some sources.
All right, well, look them up. While you looking them up,
All right.
we could just talk about what we already know, and you can enlighten yourself on Google. But anytime you have a custody agreement and you're obligated to these visitation days, she can go down there and tell them that you're not actually coming for your visits. And if you don't, then she can either take away all of the visits. She can go down there and say she want to do one thing or the other, but they will have another custody hearing if you're not coming down there, and they will hold you in contempt of that order. That's a court order for you to be there on whatever days you're obligated to be there. So I don't know where you're getting your information from, but if a woman wants the father to actually be there and have more visitation days, then she can go down there and ask for it, whether or not she's going to get him to agree
He
to it or
wasn't
not.
seeing her at all, so that's a mute point.
Come
He
on,
wasn't seeing
you
It's
her
don't
at
not
know
all.
a
that.
it's
Come
not
on,
a
man.
moot
You
point.
don't know that.
He
It's
Come
not a
on
wasn't
now.
moot
he
point.
wasn't seeing the girl at all. So we can all listen to what Umar tried to do. The nigga ain't trying to do a goddamn thing.
Why?
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I'm
That's what
interested in
happened.
this docket. I'm interested in that 3 inch,
Well, we got
that
people.
I
three
hope he
inch
comes out
thick
with that
docket.
3-inch docket.
If
He
it
can
don't
put all this to
exist, then
rest.
that's very telling.
Okay.
But if it's even a centimeter thick, I would read it.
Okay. Well, let me go to Chaos Rain. Chaos Rain been on. I'm sorry I missed. What's up, Chaos? Chaos Rain.
What's good, man?
What's up, Blair? What's up,
How you
Blair?
doing? How you doing? You know, I didn't know if I could find the first video you did when you talked about Omar.
That was yesterday.
It's
I know.
Umar.
Omar? Okay. It's a different subject. Okay. Why is a lot of black men defending this nigga? And this nigga talks so reckless, bad shit about black men for some time now. And he's the living embodiment of some of these niggas that don't even do or uphold the simple responsibility besides fucking money. I'm trying to understand that logic. When you're not present enough and you're not paying enough, and did I tell you this yesterday, D. Darrell? We had this conversation.
Yeah, we had a conversation offline.
And you know, it's funny. Information man hit me back up, and this is why I'm starting to notice when the money starts to slowly dry up, you're seeing more people that he's paying on the low, regardless they're adults, are now talking. Because I'm thinking when his daughter is oldest now come out, and we always think about why now. And I've noticed last month, one of his payments that he get paid on a regular people who donate was shut down. And now this month happened, she comes out of the room and talks about it. So I'm thinking what he is doing now, because he's making so much money off the community, mostly our black women, because black women dumb, I'm sorry, that he is now funding whatever kids he has to shut the hell up. That's why the first example when she came out with that first video, Darrell, like any psychologist or a doctor in his field, what's the first thing you do? I mean, maybe I ask you a personal question, Darrell. And this is never going to happen, but let's be honest, follow me out. If one of your child use social media to talk bad about your name, right? What's the first reaction you do?
I talk to my child.
Will be on air or on the low?
It'll be in person.
Okay. Did Dr. Umar did that? He did not do that. So now here's my thing. A lot of people will say, you know, maybe she's doing this for attention and clout. We could assume on that just by the video alone. But here's the problem. This dumb fucking nigga start talking and put on his social media and went on his live, said otherwise. So now the assumption and the conclusion is this is your goddamn fucking child. Because you respond, which is a foolishness. Because at the end of the day, the best thing, though, if anybody is trying to use his clout, you don't say nothing. Like an intellect. Let it go and let people decide if that's true or not. Once you start opening your mouth, now they're going to start speculating, especially as well-known in the community like Omar's, people are going to speculate. Now, what will happen, because she's making her rounds and she's messing up her own ends, that the time will reveal if this is true or not. But it didn't. But the problem is she has more validation of her argument, because the good Dr. Omar respond by calling her a struggle streamer, saying all this stupid shit, and said, hold on, nigga, no one doesn't know if this is actually dark, but now you coming on air talking and want proof. You should have shut the fuck up if this is not true. You open your goddamn fucking mouth. So now the people that either respect you, don't rock with you, or come across that is going to donate to you in the future, they will come across this information and say, wait, this nigga is asking money to do what? But he's out here busting nuts on random people, having true that he's not seen in 20 years. Now they say this man's not credible to get not my attention or my money. That's why he's so stupid to respond, because he know the money's drying up now already. So this being put out on the internet, it's going to hurt anybody that's stupid that doesn't really know Omar to keep funding him. All you have to do is say, you're my black queen, this, that. Snow bunnies never, black queens forever is a catchy phrase to people that are very much ignorant, have low self-esteem, and listen to anything when a black man says this bullshit. So
okay, I feel you. I feel you. What's up, TC?
Yeah.
Give me a second, D.
Okay. All right.
So let me ask something else before everybody speak on. So now what you noticing, because she was on Tommy, and I gotta find that broadcast to watch it in its entirety.
He cussed her out. Ooh, boy, he
Yeah,
cussed her out.
yeah. The problem is, to a lot of black men that's either defend Omar or not, and say I feel for him. I don't feel enough for this nigga, and here's why. And you know, Darrell, you kind of right when we had this conversation. Yeah, he does have other children on the load that have not come out yet because either they're born already, or they're like the teenage age. Like the daughter said that she try to get acquainted to, right? Then this dude is out here, he just want to do what he want, no responsibility, no accountability. You mention anything on his air or on his own streams, you will get blocked. Period. Because he feels he is now above approach. Pay me and shut the fuck up. Don't question my motives, my actions. You get me? Matter of fact, mostly black men don't pay me anyway. I'm more focused on the black beep to pay me. And any of the queens question him, he'll block him too. Because to him, it's a transaction now with the community now. That's what he's looking forward to. So if he has other kids, which I will assume he does, because if you're not married to these two baby moms, I know for a fact you're going outside the country and probably producing children that no one's gonna know, because there's no laws that prevent you for home accountability like America. You can go to a third world country like Africa or down the West Indies or some parts of South America, because there are no laws that you can just do your bastardization and not have to worry about it. Here in America, there's rules to shit. That's a lot of men get mad about. Say the rules here are stiff because they're designed to be stiff, because the state wants to make their money, and this chick gets profit too. At one time, decades ago, me and Mary talked about this. One time they had it, but it was never enforced. The only time it was been enforced now has been the last 33 years, since 1992. And since then, most dudes that either gonna play this game, knock up a chick in America, that's on their own discretion. That's why when they talk about this data about either black men have kids now, yeah, you're gonna see less black men have kids. The ones that are smart, but the ones that do, that you get fall on the wayside if you're not married to this chick.
Right. Okay.
What is?
Okay, let me go back to TC. You ready? Ghost?
Oh no, not yet. Give me one more second.
Oh, okay. All right. Anybody else? Let's see.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, I was going to add on to what Chaos is saying. Not only do you have him block you, you have his fanboys and fangirls who come after you, like a certain YouTuber that we all know. Come and tell you it's none of your business what he do. It doesn't matter what he do with his penis. Yeah, that's what we got. We got a lot too many of these fanboys, fangirls of this dude that won't hold him accountable. And then when you try to, oh, you a hater, oh, you this. No, I'm not a hater. Me personally, it don't matter either way. But I don't like somebody gonna preach a lifestyle to me and won't follow it. And you got people who seeing this dude not preaching, not following the lifestyle, and they ain't gonna do a goddamn thing about it. They want to go after the community. It's like, and I'm gonna say this: birds of a feather flock together. If you got dudes who are fanboying for this guy, watch them. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Watch them, because they doing the most dirt to these women, and it affects all the other guys who generally might want to do something for the community. That's affecting them because you got these jerk offs.
Cool. I agree. So I'm gonna go to Photon. You've been a little quiet. What's up on your mind, Photon?
My fault.
I want to hear from Seth Marie. I think he was talking about you, Seth Marie. Are you a fanboy? Are you a jerk off? Speak on it, Seth Marie.
No. Hey, no, I'm just not a hater or a struggling streamer or ignorant admirer. So, y'all got to love Umar to keep him in your mouth and live rent-free in your head all the time. So I don't. You do.
Hey, all I say is hit dogs holler. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Hey, I'm going to say like this. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to let him get to that. Let me ask y'all something. Now, she's 22 or 23. Okay, isn't she grown now? Can she go out there and see? Umar is one of 9 kids. Everybody in his family lives in Philadelphia. He got a slew of nieces, nephews, uncles, aunts. His mother and father live there. Don't you think she could have reached out to any of them and got in contact with them? He lives only a mile away.
No.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Let me explain why. Because there's a point that if you as a man just wash hands and don't want enough to do it, you keep it at that. But if you're a person that knows, saying if you have more than one child out there by different women, it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass when we do it. So to prevent that, like anything else, you have, if you're not involved, be involved as much as possible. No
I
one
agree
said to
with
be
that. I
involved
agree.
every time. You had to put the time. You had to put the time. There's no excuse. And today, how these children are growing up now, if you're a man that has more kids out here, it's very apparent for the sake of your seed. You had to make some time. Now, it's not the days when you could just sit there, work, and then hope that this woman could do it. No, you're going to have to make the time now. In a digital age now, with how children are groomed now. It's no
It's
excuse.
at the end of the day, it's your legacy.
Don't we think
Right.
the main question should be, why is this lady allowing randoms to dump all in her?
That ain't
Why
got
is
nothing
she
to do with
allowing
that's
that?
that's man.
God,
Nigga,
yeah, this
stop.
nigga is
Nigga, stop.
crazy.
Anyway,
I'm
let
just
me go.
saying,
Let me go
ain't
to
that
TC.
relevant? Y'all
TC.
acting like that's not relevant. She letting
No, it's not.
randoms.
It ain't
That could have been
relevant because the
anybody,
child
baby,
already
that week.
made. She's 22 years old. Fuck that.
That wasn't
Go ahead,
even his
TC.
wife or nothing, man. She could have
Yeah.
been.
Okay.
She
Well,
could
he
have
shouldn't
been
have fucked her like
any
that.
number of
He
dudes could have
shouldn't
been
have went
running
in
down on
raw.
her.
He shouldn't have went in raw. Go ahead,
None
TC.
of them should have. But
Hey,
he
what's
the
going
one
on,
that he the
Darrell?
one that ain't had no pullout game. But
Huh?
What's going on, Darrell? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up? What's up, Ghost?
Hey, no, I just wanted to chime in because Recognized Game, he's actually telling the truth. If it doesn't matter what parent it is, if it's the visiting parent or the primary custodial parent, if one parent is not actually going, with the court order, whether it's if the visiting parent is not making those appointments, he can lose all his rights. If the mother go
Right.
down there and
exactly.
petition, if the
No,
mother go down there and petition and say he's not cooperating with the order, he could be held in contempt and lose all of his
right,
visitation.
but nobody
That's right.
argued
That's
that
right.
though. But nobody argued that. I'm not
What?
even
Y'all
worried
did
about.
argue that.
No,
No,
I
it,
did
it
not. I
was
did not
the
argue
guy
that.
said he was going to bet all his assets to say that the court can't make you make your visits. That's not
No,
true.
no, nobody can make you. Nobody can make you. If you've been
That's they
granted, we
fam.
can't
You'll lose
make
your
you go to
parental
those
rights.
visits. The problem is that what my debate was whether or not the visits were. What was the if the visits were supervised? What was the reason? We don't have the
Well,
paperwork. We don't
right,
have the
right, right.
paperwork on if he's telling the truth about supervised visits, we need to understand whether or not what was the reason for those visits being supervised.
Well, here's the thing, right? We talked about this the other night or last night. There's no way that the court would order the supervised visits be held on the couch at a personal home. In
Right,
Philly, if the court orders supervised visitation, that's only held at 15th and Arch Street.
At the
You
post
have to
so
go there.
so so somebody lying then. Umar lying or somebody lying.
or at a police district somewhere.
Right. So it's not like, even if it's like an exchange, right? Where you say, okay, when it's time for you to pick up your son, they have to do the exchange at like the police station because there might be a
Right,
protective of abuse order in place,
right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah, so
But
I wasn't, but he the one claim he got the white man paperwork.
right, but again, we wouldn't. I mean, but does the white man paperwork really even matter? She's 22 years old now,
Exactly. That's my point. You
right? I
making
mean,
my
they don't. He don't even have to go through her mother anymore. You know what I'm saying? He could just
exactly.
deal with her directly.
So that's what I was saying. He
She
didn't do
lives
that
Right.
with his
for 4
mother.
years.
She lives with his mother. She lives with his mother.
It
They
But
live
don't
she's a
together.
grown
matter.
woman.
Still
But
a
she's a
dope. He
grown
don't get
woman,
shit.
No,
right?
Y'all
that's what he gonna
killing me,
show her when
man.
they meet.
Y'all killing me with this, man.
No, when they meet on
It's a grown
Thursday, he
ass
gonna bring the
woman.
paperwork
It's a
so she
grown
can
ass
read
woman,
everything
man.
with him and see what the mom said about
It
Li-
don't
not
matter what
wanting
the
the
I'm,
mom
visits.
say.
but here's the thing, Darrell. I'm gonna tell you this, right? If there was an issue between him and the mother, at this point, I wouldn't even want to deal with the mother. Like, I
But
wouldn't even want
that's
to
what
deal with her
I was
because
saying that too.
it's like, all right, I'm done with you. I ain't even got to deal with you no more. I'm gonna just deal with my daughter directly at this point.
Facts. That's what I was saying. Why are you even inviting the mother to come?
Right? I mean,
What is there to
because
prove?
according to him, she was the problem.
Yeah. So Umar on some bullshit. That's listen,
Yeah.
man.
I guess you want to add
I'm not
clarity. He wants
saying
to add clarity.
that woman wasn't on some bullshit either, because she probably was. But at
He
the end of
probably
the day, nigga, you ain't see this chick, you ain't see this girl for decades.
But even if she
No,
was
ain't
a
no
problem,
decade.
Darrell, she can't be a
No
problem
decades.
anymore because his daughter's a grown woman. So he don't even have to deal with her no more.
He chose not to
Yep.
even try to see her after she was 18. This nigga claiming
Right.
said, you ain't never try to pick up the phone and call me. I'm like, huh? You the
We
parent.
still taking her word. We still taking her word. So y'all being biased. Some of y'all
I'm
being
being
biased.
biased.
I
I don't
said
think
we
that's
taking her word.
That ain't being biased.
didn't he say that himself? He
He ain't
didn't
trying
talk
to
to
talk.
him.
He didn't talk. He admitted that.
Yeah,
So
but
drop back down,
hey,
baby.
y'all don't think that say her mother is crazy. I don't know if she is or not. She may be
Your
well
mother
educated.
got
But
nothing to
if
do with it at this
he
point.
stays with her mother. She stays with her
And
mother.
she 18. She
That means her
22.
brother still got some influence over her.
No,
She can
she
do
don't.
anything. She
Over
can
a
do
grown woman.
well if she stay with her. I mean, hey, they still got
Come
some
on,
type
guy.
of relationship.
listen, all
They,
he
that's still a mother.
again,
I'm just saying.
if there's a court order, he has shared custody or something like that, and she's keeping him from keep seeing his child, go to court. That's what he was supposed to do. Now, and once she get 18, it don't matter what that mother say. He can go
I
visit
agree.
her if
I
he
agree.
want to. He didn't want to. Why?
Right.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is on him to go visit her if that's what you want to do. Now, if you don't want to do it, hey, then just say so. You didn't want. I didn't want to do it. I mean,
And here's another thing.
I had speeches and other shit that was more important. But go ahead.
Here's another thing. He could have tried to even. He has a mother. He has a father. He has probably brothers and sisters, other people within his immediate family to try to go over there and probably influence his daughter to maybe meet up with him and speak to
True.
him and other things. What about the rest of his family members? Does she not know none of them? Or don't they live in the same city? I find that whole to be despicable.
That's such
He
a good
talks about
point.
black power. He talks about black power, but
So
he's
true.
not even trying to make a good strong foundation within his inner circle. Is
Yeah.
despicable. And then you want to get on these YouTube streets or whatever streets and sound all arrogant and talk about what the mother didn't do and how disappointed he is about. He's ratchet as ratchet can get. I'll mute.
D.
Well-
Darrell, I think it's I don't know if people up here are actually lying or they don't understand what they're saying, but you had disputed whether or not a man who doesn't make visitation can be held in contempt of court, not whether or not he could lose visitation rights. And even if somebody did lose visitation rights for that reason, that wouldn't be somebody taking away your visitation rights. That would be you forfeiting them through not exercising them. So it's like some of the things that are being said are so stupid. I don't know if people are just being disingenuous. And furthermore, there are different levels of visitation supervision. There are people who have to be supervised by a parent. There's people who have to be supervised by an unrelated party. And then there's people who have to meet at state centers. So I don't know. Again, I know somebody up here used to mop the floor at the family court, but I don't know if when they were overhearing the actual professionals talk, they didn't understand or they're just being dishonest.
Well, she doesn't listen, so I'm not going to repeat myself. She was
Yeah,
way
she like
off
to
base.
assume and speculate.
She was way off base. I don't even know what conversation she's listening to.
I was listening when TC came up here and said, I just
I
want to
know, no,
clarify.
you just got it all wrong, and I'm just
TC
not
came
going to
up here
repeat
and
myself.
said that D. Darrell had disputed when you said that a man could be held in contempt of court if he didn't go to visitation. And then he moved the goalpost and said the man could lose visitation. I think
Yeah,
I'm being very
that was
clear.
somebody else. Yeah, that was somebody else talking, and that was also true. But both
That's
things
not
still,
true. And it's also
both
not true
things
that
still stand.
supervised visitation always has to be done at the courthouse. Neither of
Nobody,
these
yeah,
things
nobody said
Carrie, here
that.
in
Nobody
Philadelphia,
said
that's
that.
true, Carrie. You in
Nobody said
Georgia.
always. Nobody
You
said
in
that.
Georgia, Carrie. You don't know.
Yeah, and we're in Pennsylvania, but nobody even said what you thought you heard. So you probably want to ask some questions. Maybe we can
Oh, like
reiterate.
when you accuse me of being a baby mother more than once?
You and your feelings. What you
Oh,
look like?
I
Put your
thought I was
cam
just
up.
giving an
I want
example.
to see who I'm
I'm really
arguing
You
with.
have
You
slandered
probably
Dr.
cute.
Umar Johnson. Ma'am, you have slandered Dr. Umar Johnson name left and right. Let's be honest.
Can you give me an example of the slander I did
Oh,
too?
Lord. If I start, I won't stop. So don't go there.
Cook, Seth. Cook.
I gotta hear this one.
Can you give me one example of a slanderous statement I made about Umar? Who's in their feelings?
We're
Is
going
it
for
me?
days. I'm not going there. I'm not going
Oh,
there.
it would
You
take
know
you
what you
days
said.
to give a single example?
Okay, I'll tell you. Oh, he a no good dude. He never seen his daughter. He don't care nothing about his daughter.
That's not
The
what
hell with his
slander
daughter.
means.
Well,
That's an opinion.
oh, that's slander
Slander
because
is a
that's not
No,
statement
that's
of
true.
fact.
slander when you can't prove it.
That's
That's
No, that's
slander.
exactly. You
not.
got
That's
proof.
what an
You
opinion is.
got proof.
Opinions can't be
No,
Listen,
proven.
that's
do you have proof?
Slander
slander
is
when
a
you can't
false
prove it.
statement. Opinions cannot be false.
Ain't you
I
a
know
teacher?
you mop the floors at family court, but that's
Oh
not
yeah,
what
ain't you an
slander
English
means.
teacher?
I thought she
Can you
was
be
an
more professional?
educator or
You're an
something.
English teacher, right?
What difference does that make?
You don't know
Carrie,
what
I want to
slander
ask you a
means.
question, Carrie.
Slander means
So,
what slander means.
Yeah, it means you have to be able to prove what you're saying,
So
or
people
it's a
can only
lie.
state facts. Oh, all opinions are slanderous,
No,
but
without
opinions can't be proven.
factual, artifactual backing,
Me
you could
saying
be
that
held.
somebody's a bad man, is
You
that
could
an
be
opinion
held
or a
liable.
fact?
Hey, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Oh, okay. When
That's
you
all
run
you
into
want
the
to do.
walk part where you sound stupid, then you don't want to
I
argue.
think before you got corrected, you say he
I
didn't
mean,
pay child
hey,
support. I
hey,
think before you got
Carrie.
corrected.
I'm not gonna argue about no
Yes, CC.
definitions.
Then don't. Then shut the fuck
No,
up, CC.
so in Georgia, you said there's different levels of supervision visits for like parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I'm not going to argue with that because that's probably like what's going on in Georgia. But I
Yeah, different states do different things.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
So I
Oh,
don't
like I
want
said,
to.
that's true.
Because what
Look at
might
her.
go in Georgia might
Growth.
not be going down in Texas.
That's a good point.
Growth.
But with that being
Point
said,
taken.
the bottom line is that we can't get around the fact that he ain't see his child. I don't give a damn what obstacles got in the way. How you
He
not
ain't
see
seen
your
his child
children
like
for
he
20
wanted to.
years?
He ain't
If
seen
it's a
his child like
I
he
mean,
3-inch
but
wanted to.
when I go to
docket,
Google Maps and look
that's a
up
lot of
supervised
of
visitation, several different
hearings
centers
right there.
appear.
If it's a 3-inch docket that exists, that's a lot of hearings. That's all
I
I'm
just want to
saying.
say again, when I look up supervised visitation areas in Pennsylvania, several businesses appear that have proved to be providing supervised visitation for children,
Yeah,
respectfully.
but on the mental health side of things, the emotional health of the child, a lot of times it's not always in the best interest to be having your child meet with both parents at some police precinct or somewhere at family court. I mean, it's not
Also, we're
even
just
like a
going to
real
change the
life
subject from
situation.
the supervised
So
visitation
the
center.
child, if
Okay.
you let me finish, so the child may experience some type of negative effects emotionally if they have to go through that whole process. So you don't know all the intangibles, all the contributing factors to why both parents quite possibly came to the decision that this is not going to work
Well,
because
that's
the
not what
child might
intangible
start
means.
acting
When I
out.
was referring to
Well,
whether or not
Umar said it wasn't gonna work.
visitation, huh?
Umar was the one who had the problem.
He probably
At
knows
least
his
he claimed
child is
he
not
was the one that had the
feeling.
problem.
All right, well, maybe the girl was like, I don't want to do this. I don't like coming over here to meet with you, and we got to have supervised visits because y'all not considering what that actually looked like. Supervised visits is like people sitting there observing and taking
Right?
notes,
Yeah,
and
I've seen it.
and it's
It's really
different
not
people from different agencies in here,
yeah,
and it's not
it's
a real
a comfortable thing. It's really
daughter
not.
father
Yeah.
encounter at
It's
all.
really not.
Exactly. Recognized
All right,
game.
so
But
Exactly.
maybe she didn't want it. Maybe she don't even remember everything. They need to talk again. But at the end of the day, this was a long, drawn out process that went back and forth. And if he went down there like he said he went down there even one time, the results would be written down. Everything the woman said about why she don't believe he should see the girl or why she believe that he should see her more or less or whatever the case may be. But it was on them to go down there and try to come up with an agreement and allow the judge to sign off on it. And if they don't come up with an agreement independently, even in the courtroom, then the judge will come up with something for them. That's
I
how
do,
it
I
go.
do, I do, I do agree what recognized game said because I kind of been in that situation when I went to court to get visitation rights, whatever the case may be. So he is kind of right. He is. He is.
I mean,
Because
I can't make it up. I mean,
I mean,
I've been
what
in
he
that
said is
anybody can
situation.
tell
obviously
you.
true. He said something that was false about visitation only happening at the court, and then to change the subject, he stated something that was common sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, if there
I
was a
think you
process,
kind of
the things
misheard
were
me
written
on that.
down. Nobody can dispute that if there was a process, things were written down. So
I think you misheard what I said earlier, and you're not allowing yourself to get past that. A few people were talking, and they had their own perspective on what I had originally said. But all those things still stand. What I said and what the other people
I was
said.
referring to what you said more recently. I don't know if you didn't hear what I said, but you claimed that in Pennsylvania, visitation only happened at the courthouse, and I said
I
I
never
just.
said that. I never said that.
Yeah, I didn't hear him
Okay,
saying
I
that because
apologize.
I was
I
listening.
never said
I
that.
was listening.
So
I
what were you
never said
agreeing
that.
with that he
If I
just said,
said that, I
Mikey?
would be like, yeah, I said that. But I didn't say that. So
I
that's
just
what I'm
said I
saying.
apologize. I don't know why you have to keep
No,
on.
you don't even have to apologize. You misheard. I'm trying to correct you. Just allow
I've
that to happen.
conceded the point.
Okay, just that's
You don't
it.
have to
Thank you.
badger me over it. We've
I'm
agreed that
not.
you
I'm
didn't
not.
say it. Okay,
I'm not.
moving on.
I'm not. All right. Thank you.
Darrell, is this
Yes,
the
sir.
same daughter that had the mother that has that restaurant in Germantown?
Yes,
I'm,
yes, yes, yes.
it
Yes.
is okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't sure about it.
Well, Umar said that the visitation rights didn't have to do with what you was discussing, recognized game. He said that he didn't like that he was told that he has to see her only once a week, and the grandmother has to be there while in the house, and he
That's
didn't want
correct.
that. And so
Okay.
therefore I think that hindered his desire to see his daughter on account of their terms and conditions,
Right.
and the fact that he wasn't a good orator for his for the grandmother or the mother. It distanced his relationship with his daughter all the way up till now
So
he's trying to clean it up, allegedly.
wouldn't that be a
So
good? Actually, I mean, I don't know all the other factors, but from what we know and what you just said, wouldn't that be a good idea to not have these visits with these two women? Because in real time, whatever that looks like, what you just illustrated, is that they don't get along. So is it healthy for them to go have visitation all together and they can't be around her?
Nah,
yes, he's the
Because
most
No.
requested
I
hold on,
agree,
scholar. He's
because
recognize.
Big
I agree,
hold on,
Papa.
recognize game.
let me ask this one question. Because when you have to be there, when you claim on her end, she had to obviously claim because you just said he didn't want that to be the case. So they had to make that their request for him and them all to be there together with the child, right? During visitation, supervised. So if that's the case, right? Why? What was the reason for them to say they want the visitation to be supervised? Is he abusive? No,
That's a
that's
good
not on it.
question. We'll know in the future. That is a good
All right, but
question. I
if
can't
he's not
answer that.
all right, but if he's not abusive, he hasn't done anything to harm obviously any of them, or they wouldn't even be granted supervised visits, and they definitely wouldn't be there if he ever had a history of abuse with the mom or the daughter. So that wouldn't even fly. So obviously he hasn't done anything. And if he wants more visitation from what you just said, more than one day, obviously she didn't agree to that.
I think
That's
it's
it.
more
You know,
verbal abuse. His
it's
demeanor,
just
his
like easy to
disposition
just
caused
see
that,
what's going
caused
on
those
here.
terms and conditions. Not to cut you, but I think just his character.
I don't
I
want to be
mean,
accused of having
your
misheard what he said.
character
Did he just say that people don't even get supervised visitation if they've been abusive?
if yeah,
Did I hear you right?
if you've been abusive, no, what I said, see you man.
I
All
asked
right.
for
I'm glad you
clarification.
asking me though.
Okay, great.
You did do that. All right, what I'm saying is if he was
Man, y'all are
abusive,
true.
if he was abusive, then they would not have wanted supervised visits with them being there if he's abused either of the three, the mother, the grandmother, or the daughter.
What are you basing that
They would
on?
not have been the ones to say, okay, we want to have one visit with him every week in a room all together. We want to be there. Why would anybody who's been abused by somebody even agree to any visits?
Okay, you're
Yeah,
the one
but
that
is
but
accused
true.
me
but
of
That
but
is
the
true.
assuming
courts.
That
But
things,
is
hold
right?
on,
true.
recognize the courts do that. If people complete different programs, and you know this,
He has no
and
history of abuse. Y'all just
but
y'all
we don't know
inserting
what
that.
he got. You
We
got the
do
paperwork to
know.
We do
prove it.
know this. He
You
never
got
been
the
arrested.
paperwork
He
to
never
prove
been
it.
arrested.
Well, why didn't anybody? Why wouldn't that be in the
We
video?
don't have the paperwork like
Why
y'all
wouldn't
stated.
the daughter say, "Yo, you
Do you
used to
have the
beat my
paperwork?
ass"?
Do you have the
Why wouldn't the
paperwork?
daughter say, "Yo, you used
Do
to
you
smack
have
my
the
mom"?
paperwork to prove that?
That's why they
I
want you
got
to.
I got the
No,
paperwork.
they
I got the
Do you
shouldn't
have
paperwork
the
say that.
saying that
paperwork?
he never been arrested. He
No,
never
they
I
ever
know
been
that, but
shouldn't.
that
arrested.
don't mean he never been abusive. There are tons of
Well,
people
he
who
don't have
commit abuse and don't get arrested.
Well, he don't have a record of it, so I'm not gonna
Okay,
put
okay.
that
He ain't
on
got
his
a
well,
criminal
jacket.
record.
where's the paperwork?
You don't have no
Like
paperwork
this is my thing. This
either.
is my thing, right?
Nobody got
I
Hold on, hold
mean,
that.
on, hold on, hold on. This
you
is my
driving a
thing.
hard
If
bargain
look,
now,
look,
bro.
look, this is my thing. If there's no paperwork of him doing anything crazy, then it's just asinine talk.
Right, right.
You
Why
feel
you
me?
even
It's
want to
just
put that
asinine.
on him? I mean, damn,
You
the
know,
I'm
girl
not
would have
trying to
said
unless
put
that.
anything on
unless
him.
somebody
Why are you
pulls
putting that
that,
out there?
She
then
put it
cool.
out there.
She never said he was abusive.
Yes, she did. I
She
just
did?
played the video. Yeah,
People
So
be
it's just
assuming stuff
hearsay.
without knowing what they're talking about, and then they accuse other people
I
of doing
played the
that.
I didn't hear
video.
that part. I think I've seen it like 3 times now.
People are
So it's
innocent
just
until proven
hearsay.
guilty. He never had
So
an
it's
arrest
just
record. He don't have a
it's
criminal
just
record.
hearsay. It's just
Y'all want me to
hearsay.
play the video again?
It's hearsay. He don't have
Play
a
that
criminal
part.
record.
It's
I mean, I'm take
hearsay.
your word for it though.
Not hearsay.
I'm gonna take your word for that. I ain't know that
I
part.
mean, a right mind would
She
have been
came
like,
out and
show me
said that the
paperwork.
mother
Show me
she
paper.
said in
Look,
the video that Umar lied about her wanting to marry him. She didn't want to marry him, and that the mom said that Umar put her hands on him several times when they was dating.
I wonder, did she personally see that, or her mother told her that? Did she personally
I
see
told
that?
you, the mom. She said the mom told her that.
It's
Okay, her mom
interesting
told her
that
that. Her
Seth
mom can
needs
lie. He
evidence
lied.
of Umar's wrongdoing, but he's comfortable accusing the mother of any number of things.
No, Umar, the fact is he never been arrested. He don't have a criminal record,
Right,
miss.
but
What
neither does the
you can't
mother.
understand.
I
Well,
don't
you're
know if you
being
didn't hear
biased
what I
towards
said or
women.
you didn't
You're just
understand
being
it.
biased because of a woman. This keep it real. You being
No,
biased.
I
She a
said
woman.
you're being
She
biased
right.
because you're demanding evidence for Umar's wrongdoing, but not for
Umar
what you're
does not
alleging.
have a
I
criminal
don't think you can
record.
understand what I'm saying.
No, you don't understand what you're saying. You being stuck on
Okay,
silliness.
I'm trying. Okay, are
Something's
we
not.
trying to say that the mother, who's saying that the mother was abusive?
No,
I'm trying.
no. The
Seth
daughter,
has been accusing the mother of being crazy, of withholding the daughter. He's accused the mother of a number of things with no evidence and no police reports. But when anybody suggests that Umar might have done something, he demands that there should have been a police report, or it's not fair to even say. I'm pointing out that biasness, and he's making all these emotional statements. I don't understand why he's not responding to my point.
Your
I personally
position,
don't
if a
believe
woman
nothing
says it,
Umar
she's
is
right.
saying.
Your position,
I
I
if
don't
a
know.
woman
never
says it,
said
she's
that.
right.
See, that's what I
No,
mean
that's
about
not
you
what
being
she
emotional.
said.
No,
You're
I'm
not
not
even
saying that. That's what
responding to
she,
what I
her
said.
demeanor, her talking points. You know, it's biased.
Okay,
Nobody
Go
has
ahead.
seen the
now
mother's
that's how you
talk.
come
feel.
on, man.
That's how you feel what she's saying.
Nobody
I,
has seen the mother's talk. What do you mean based off her demeanor? I'm talking
You
about the
okay?
fact I said that you're comfortable making accusations against the mother without evidence or police reports, but not Umar. And you respond that
I'm
I
neutral
believe her because she's a woman. She hasn't made any claims. What are you saying?
because all your talking points have been biased. She said,
Can you
she's
respond
right,
to what I
she's
said
right.
about police reports and evidence?
I mean, last few times I talked to you, the woman says it, she's right.
Are you
That's
capable of
been your whole
responding to
talking point, your
my
whole argument.
question about police reports and evidence? Why they're necessary for Umar but not the woman?
I feel like this. Umar does not have a criminal record. He never been arrested. Doesn't have. That's
Wow.
everybody can
Okay.
agree
At
on that.
this point, it's something wrong. There's something
Deficient.
I mean, that does mean something, though. He doesn't have a criminal record. There's no police report that says that.
Neither does the mother. And you guys are
Right.
accusing her of all kinds of things.
I haven't accused her of
You're
anything
right. You
criminal.
haven't. That's fair. That's right. That's why I directed it at Seth. You suggested that she might have
I didn't
done
accuse
things.
her of nothing.
but
I said it could be. I ain't accused. I ain't say she done it. She
But
ain't
when
no
somebody
good. She
says
this, she that.
Umar could have done something, you say that it's not fair to say because there's no evidence or
Or
police.
let's say,
Am I speaking slow enough?
okay, let's say both of them was
No, I want to
abusive.
hear from Seth.
Let's say
Listen.
both of them was abusive to
Okay,
each
he
other.
saved you because I know you don't have an answer for that.
No, I can say it. He was just talking. I didn't want to interrupt him like somebody.
Well, I was talking to you.
Somebody I know.
That's his problem being
Okay,
rude.
let me
You
just
need
say
to
this.
go make arrangements
I am
with his
neutral.
fucking children.
D-Rail, okay, D-Rail the host. And D-Rail know I said since day one we talked about this, he know I've been neutral on this. I said it's hearsay. I'm not going for the mother,
No,
daughter,
you only say
or
that about
Umar's
Umar,
side.
but you
Now
don't
you
say
can ask
that about the
D-Rail, and he's the
mother.
host.
What does
I'm
that
not
have
on
to do
nobody's
with what
side.
I asked?
It's all hearsay what you're saying.
I
The
asked you a
mother's, she
question
said,
about your
okay, what's the question?
conduct.
Huh?
I asked you why you're demanding evidence and police
What's up, Red?
for Umar,
I
but
said
not
he
for the
doesn't
woman.
have no criminal record, man.
But
What's
you
so
didn't
hard
say
for that
that for
you to
the
understand?
woman.
Okay, I'm not saying whether she do or not. You know, she probably don't. Let's say both of them don't. So it's neutral.
Okay.
I ain't on nobody's side on this. And I'm a son of a social worker.
So if it's
Again.
not fair to say the mother, if it's not fair to say the Umar might have done something because there's no police report, it's not fair to say the mother might have done something because
Okay, well, why you you got a personal beef with Umar for whatever reason.
I'm literally
And
asking
so,
for fairness. I'm asking for fairness.
yeah, that's why I say it. just like I'm not gonna say, listen, I don't know the mother from Adam's apple. So I do know Umar on a talking point level. Be going to his meetings and everything like that. That's it. But
So
I
if
don't know
it's
him
not
personally.
fair to say things Umar might have done without evidence or a police report, it's not fair to do that to the mother, right?
Well, I'm not saying. I'm saying she could be or would have. I ain't
Lord
saying
have
she did.
mercy. All right.
That's a different argument. So,
Okay.
argue with yourself on that.
Boy,
But you know what too? But
silly,
you,
man.
you know
She's
what?
silly.
You know what
boy,
too? But you know what's funny? You know what's
the
funny? Like,
fanboys, I tell you.
no. But you know what's fun? This is the most craziest thing. Some of these dudes, they pick the most craziest women, but when they
Like
did
you.
with the crazy. I mean, hey, I pick a right woman. She's all right. She's all right. I can't say nothing bad to her.
You didn't see your kids in 2 years.
I mean,
So I don't know what you getting there.
I mean,
You should
okay,
never
yes.
see her again. Just forget about it. That's not your kid anyway.
Who,
Just
me?
forget about it, man. That's
You
why you
talking to
ain't been
me?
over there. That's not yours.
You talking to me?
That's a ward of the state.
You talking to me?
Who else, nigga? You the only one ain't seen your kids in 2 years.
They already
Just keep
older,
acting
Mike.
like it ain't yours, man. Just fade off.
Okay,
You
I'm
going
gonna go
you
with you.
gonna
I'm gonna
you
go with
gonna
you say.
you gonna
Okay,
destroy that
my
child
guy.
emotionally if you go back
I'm gonna go
around there
with you say.
thinking everything cool. Cause you acting
Okay,
like it ain't really having no effect on your kid. Like, oh, I ain't been over there in 2 years. It's all good. No, it's not. Your child is experiencing separation anxiety because of you. So just stay away.
yes, you know more. You know more about my life and my kids' life, right?
I just know what you told me. I'm trying to let you know
Wait,
what type of
hold on.
effect this is gonna have on your
Okay,
child
yes.
emotionally
This
when
dude
you
hasn't
go
seen
there
his kids in two
and then you
years.
don't stay.
Yeah, he hadn't
Cause you're
seen it
gonna
in 2
go
years.
around there, see her one time, and then you ain't
Uh,
gonna
is,
stay.
is there
It
is there
already
a reason
shows that
why?
Yes, there's a reason
you're a
why.
delinquent
Because
felon.
he want to go take vacations in Texas. That's why.
You already told the world you ain't shit, man.
Oh
Just
man.
stay out the
I
way.
mean,
Okay, so
He said
you
that
see, you
man,
going off. You
he
going off
needs
Just
what
me
stay
you
out the
time
heard.
in
way, man.
Texas.
Trust me.
Okay,
He needs
but
me
You in the
no,
time
way.
in
guess what?
Texas,
Yeah,
and then
okay,
he chose
but
to
guess
do
what?
that instead of
I
seeing
let
his kids in New
everybody
York.
talk. I let everybody talk, but
dude,
you're
why are
going
you
off
talking?
what you heard. You going off
That's
what you
what I
heard.
said. I said the same
Why
thing,
are
bro.
you here?
I
Why are
mean,
you even discussing this? You ain't seen your kids. Why are
Why you
people
sound like
who
brother
are who are
speakeasy?
who on the got the same problem as the person they discussing? Man,
You
There you
go
sound
go.
just
fix
like we
that
on live.
problem. Why are you here? The same with Umar. Fix your problem. Why are you going after black men and giving advice and you can't even fix your fucking house? Fix your damn house. Then
I
come
mean,
back and
it's
then say stuff.
okay. Speak
That's
easy,
a
speak
man with
easy,
Yo,
wisdom.
you
Why
just
you
sound
speak
cutting him
you
off?
sound like
Let him finish
speakeasy,
talking.
bro.
Let him
I
finish.
ain't speak easy.
Who's this?
Okay.
Let that man
So
finish. That's
you want
wisdom.
to address me? It's brother speak. Now, what's your problem?
Oh, brother, speak. Brother, speak. All right. Let me say this. Look, hey, you know what's funny? Some of y'all people don't know my situation, so I'm gonna leave it at that. You
No,
feel
Well,
nigga,
me?
finish
I'm
telling
gonna
us. You
leave it at
already
that.
told
I'm
us
just
your
gonna leave it at
situation.
that. I don't
you
put. I
you
don't
the
put.
one
situation
put
with
it
you?
out there,
Look.
so I'm
You
going
a
by what
deadbeat, nigga.
I'm gonna put it
was
like
put
that.
out.
Okay. Yes, I haven't seen my kids in 2 years. Yes, it
Okay,
hurts. Yes,
maybe
I
if you
understand
You
would have
that.
kept
Yes,
that
deadbeat.
silent, nobody would judge you. But you put
I
it out
mean,
there, so guess
I
what? We're
put it
gonna
out
judge
there.
you. And
Yes, I understand the
and
situation.
I'm one of few people. I don't like when some dude say he ain't see your
Brother,
kids.
speak. I understand the
Sorry, bro. That's
situation. I understand. You feel me? I understand. I definitely understand, and I'm gonna go with my own logic. Some people don't know what I said. Yes, it hurts people, but hey, this plays that is involved that some people don't know. So
No, it hurts your
I'm just
child.
gonna leave it at
okay.
that.
It hurts people.
Well,
No, it hurts your child,
I'm
bro.
gonna just
Your
gonna leave it at
child.
that. Okay,
Your
it's
child
plays
okay.
has
that
an
Well,
IEP and a behavior plan because of you. You ain't shit.
yeah, and I gotta deal with them in the prison
okay.
because of people like you. Yeah, I gotta deal with
Oh,
them.
Your
What are you, a
child got a
CO?
okay.
504
Everybody's
plan.
butt hurt. Okay, so
You the
everybody's
one
butt
should be
hurt, but guess
butthurt.
what?
You the one
No,
who
I'm
ain't
not
seen your
bugging. I'm
kids.
comfortable. They good. My kids is good.
No,
Everybody
they
good.
No,
not.
they ain't
I'm
good.
not.
No, bro,
But
trust
guess
me,
what?
they
But
ain't
guess
They
good.
what?
not.
My kid,
I see the
not
end
not
result. They
stupid
ain't
enough.
good, bro.
I mean, not stupid enough, but my kid is way smart enough not to go on social media
How you
and
know,
say,
nigga?
How
"Oh,
you know that?
my dad, my dad didn't see me in 2 years."
That
Social,
was fourth grade,
social,
nigga. Your kids
social
is in high
media,
school now.
they lie all the time. And if they all coming out there saying you ain't see them, that's a you problem. You need to fix that. Instead of coming
It's a
on
you
here
problem.
worrying about Umar, you need to worry about that problem. Jeez. God, too
Man,
many people worrying about other people's shit and they can't fix their own crap. God.
Well,
I mean, some people don't know my situation, so like I said,
you
I ain't gonna
told you
sit
should
here
have kept
and
what are
that
you
to
talking
yourself,
about?
Mikey.
okay. All I said was two
I don't
years. That's
believe
no.
your kid is smart at all, cause you kind of slow. You
Yes,
Wow.
ain't.
I'm slow. I'm
Damn.
third
You,
degree
why
slow.
you don't get it?
I'm
You
so
are
Hey,
third
District
fucking
Red, I
degree
up,
gotta
bro.
jump
slow.
off. I
All
s-
right,
So
player.
I
I'll be
don't
listening to
know.
that.
All right, man. 'Cause
You
I'm
don't
about
get
to
it, bro.
I'm about
Why
to
you don't get it?
call it a day in a little bit anyway. So any last words, man? We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because we over 3 hours and 30 minutes. It's been a good one.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Umar has handled every allegation thrown against him, and if he got his the booklet, and he said he got the white man's paperwork, he may beat this one too. So, hey, stay tuned.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. If you believe that.
Okay.
All right, Mikey. Last
Can I,
words,
can,
Mikey.
can I go before Mikey and
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
be
recognize.
off?
Yeah.
Ladies, this is exactly the reason why you need to go ahead down there and exercise your power of choice. When Mikey run down and he dump all in you, you know you had that I don't know if you on that white or you on that brown, but I know you woke up disappointed that you let Mikey dump all in you. You should go down there and just handle up. That's all I can say. Cause this what you got waiting on you. Your kids is gonna suffer. So just make a wise decision. I'm ladies.
All right, man. Okay, Mikey. Mikey. Oh, Mikey left. Okay. Lord Photon.
Yeah, I'm here.
Last words.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the panel. It was good hearing from you guys, and stay healthy and just stay tuned. Y'all have a good one.
All right, peace.
You
Seth
too.
Marie.
You too. Well, that's basically what I said. Everybody's innocent to proven guilty. If he has that, the booklet, the white man paperwork, and he has written copies, so he paid child support and tried to get custody, and all of it is wrong. Hey, we'll just see what he got. That's basically it. I'm neutral.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm here. My fault. My Wi-Fi was acting crazy.
Okay, Mike, you got any last words, brother?
I mean, my last word is, everybody gotta have, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's not perfect in this world. Some people expect people to be this one way and then expect some other way. At the same time, we are not perfect. We cannot all fulfill everybody's destiny or dream or hope and all this. I'm, that's too much. That's too much in life. We got it's bigger stuff in life out here we need to worry about than other people's deep problems. Because we could go so deep in other people's problems, we lose who we are. Feel me? We lose who we are, and we lose like, oh, he's this and he's that. Oh, this man, like, come on. Let's be real. You don't know about that person's situation unless you walk that person's situation of life. You know, I don't walk in people's life and expect the best. I have to walk in my own life and expect what I expect. Do you understand?
Okay. I
That's my own logic to life. Yes, we can help some people, but how much you can help? Feel me? There's so much crazy shit happening in this world. It's not even funny. And we over here crying and crying about this and about that. Man, shit that be man, shit that makes you think about like what the fuck are we doing? Feel me? We should make shit better instead of making shit worse. You know.
Okay.
Hey, what I know. What do I know? I don't know. Some
All right.
people like, hey, this is my just opinion. Some people may say, hey, Mikey is slow, all this. You could think that. I don't really care. Think what you think. But at the end of the day, I want to see you walk a mile in my shoes. You feel me? If you could walk a mile, I applaud you. But if you can't, then I don't know what to tell you. Because I can't walk a mile in your shoes. I don't know how your shoes feel when you go through your own shit.
Okay. All right, Mikey.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real to
you
everybody.
keeping it real. I get you. I feel you. Appreciate it. All right, Chaos Rain. This is you the last one to go ahead and end it out for everybody.
I'm good.
You
All right.
good?
See y'all later. Y'all
All
take it
right,
easy.
guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream, guys. I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Definitely good discussion on this. I will continue to do content on this, guys. I hope everybody has a great night, great week coming up. I'm gonna end the live stream with this particular song for the Umar sector. Kip Snacky Snacks. I have a great night.
I want my snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kill want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kill want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kip went down, 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 down. He's the prize. He's the prize in my eyes. He's the prize. He's the prize in my eyes. I'ma keep it low. I'ma keep it low. You know that it's real. Baby, stay still. I want my snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kill want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kill want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kill went down, 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 down. All I want is my snacky snack. Took his ass to a cheap ass restaurant, like the motherfucking busy bag. Yeah. We talk, I got a little freaky, and he went down. Down, 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 my snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. Want my snacky snacks. Kill want the fucking snacky snacks. Snacky snacks. I want my snacky snacks today. I want my snacky snacks. Kill want the fucking snacky snacks. He went down, 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 down for it. He went down, 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 down on it. I want my snacky snacks. Kip went down, 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 down.
Peace, everyone. Y'all have a great night.